the lovely and majestic red peacock in his natural habitat. Notice as he shies away from the wild Pete. Look at the sheen of Pete's coat, obtained from the drink of hops and the eating of wild weeds. This song and dance, prescribed every Tuesday and Thursday. Nature, a wonderful gift.
Woo! Woo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? We are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, that's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. Well, here anytime now, we will see our infamous John L. Peacock in full regalia, in the full plumage. Lovely plumage.
Hey, everybody.
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening, bud? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be seen, you know?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I suppose so. Depends on what you're going for in a visual representation of one's earthly image, John. I don't know if I want to be seen in this light. I'd like to be seen. I'd like to be richer, more rich, richer.
Richard?
I'd like to be Richard. If I could legally change my name to Richard, I think everything would be going pretty much swimmingly.
Yeah, I agree. Richard.
Hey, tell him, Dave. My name's Richard today.
Oh, it's so stupid. I think we got a packet of pop and then put a Pepco.
All right. There you go. Hey, when you're here, you're family. All right. Here we go.
Look, in these last remaining days of whatever thin threads of sanity that my boy Pete holds on to, let's just enjoy one another, okay? No need to be catty. Don't have to jump the snark. I mean, we can, but we don't have to. That's all I'm saying.
We don't have to. I mean, it is there for the taking. I mean, low-hanging fruit. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
And I do appreciate how fleetingly jocular my boy Pete is until the whiskey-soaked nastiness sneaks in. What a ride.
Bro, you're telling me. Dub, buddy, wait till you've been on this side of that roller coaster, man. It is a different ball game. I'm sure it's not as tough on the senses and as assaulting on your good-natured day-to-day well-being, but I'm just saying it's pretty touch and go over here. I mean, we call it a lot of time travel, but I mean, it's not blacking out. That's a problem. That's a problem, drinker. We're kind of like Michael J. Fox. We're kind of like 1.21 gigawatts. When you drink 1.21 liters, you're going to go back to the bathroom. Look for your pants.
Hit that last and we'll start the show prep.
Okay.
I drink because you ruined my life. I drink to keep from killing you. Two-sided man. John!
Okay. Hold on. How did my kids get a hold of this number? That's some fucked up shit. I thought I wrote them out of the will and I was done with them, but all of a sudden, someone gets a problem and I'm the reason you're drinking.
Oh, speaking of that, let's have our intro shot there, and
all right,
maybe have our outro shot right now too. Let's have a mid-show shot right now.
Jesus. All right, here's the deal. 1.21 liters later. Here, John. Let's all do a shot. Check our audio levels. See if we need to adjust. If we any notes taking, because there has been notes as such. So, cheers. Bink, bink, bink.
Look out. Well, howdy.
I don't know about you folks, but that was like a goddamn drive-by didgeridoo. The Doppler effect was in full didgeridoo fashion. It was that a didgeridoo? No, that was just someone yelling in a car doing 88 miles an hour, 1.21 gigawatts or liters of cola, if I'm using shorthand. Okay, sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, and just getting started in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
Yeah, John, the right and the wrong, the me and the you, the yes and the no, the give and the take, the push and the pull, the ebb and the flow, the yin and the yang, the ebb and the tide, the Batman, the Robin, the Cagney, the Lacey, the Cinco, the DeMaio, the Laurel, the Hardy, the will they, won't they? Question that we all asked up until the end of season when Ross and Rachel finally answered that question. John, some questions are better left unanswered.
That's true.
Lest we forget the old Ross and Rachel adage. The curse didn't get away from them long. I mean, it seemed like they had good years, but it caught up to Chandler. I'm just saying, it's like Final Destination, Friends edition. Who are they coming for next? You better watch your ass, Tribbiani.
Oh, no. How you doing, Joey?
No, but seriously, can we get a welfare check? How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
My boy Pete, as I always like to do. Let's start with the general check-in. My boy Pete, how you feeling?
Distracted. Like a despite all my rage, John, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Granted, we have a nice little spinny wheel and a mirror and a little water bottle that dispenses exactly 1.21 liters. It's like that was preordained. Is there a God? I don't know. Look at my hamster feeder in my cage and I say, Fibonacci sequence? Mm-hmm.
So it's you have new toys and you're feeling a little distracted, like new distractions because of new opportunities.
Yeah, I'll go with that. It's just like, here's the deal, John. I remember the first time that I used a real live camera crew for my adult videos, and it was very weird having a whole crew of people in there. You know, John, I'm used to just like 3 or 4, but when you have like an entire the craft services is in there. All the PAs are getting coffee and they're getting the orders wrong. John, it's a whole thing. So it's just distracting. But, as an artist, as a true artist, you push through, John.
That's true. You push through.
I was made for one thing. I'm here to fuck this show up.
Fortunately, that's your job. With any other show, you'd be fired right away.
Oh, no, if you just stop, I'm here to fuck. You just stop talking. Like, okay, get to it. I don't know. I'm just one man. I'm just speaking the truth, man.
Well, speaking of being a true artist and pushing through, we're going to push through to our first lightning round.
Love the lightning rounds, John. We all love the lightning rounds, don't we? Big fan of the lightning rounds. Wish we had a mascot. Wish there was a mascot somewhere out there for us.
Like some guy,
Listen, here's the deal. I figure if we just move past and start ignoring him, I think he's listening, so he'll start to get upset. And if we just pretend he's not there, like a poltergeist, or your wife.
What wife?
Exactly. She's been dead for 28 years, John. Can it be the
He
same
is the
thing?
poltergeist. Anyone knows that the first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
I am ready for the questions. Let's dig in for Lightning Town. Is it Lightning Town? Are we going to Lightning Town? All aboard? Slow down the truck.
Slow down for Lightning Town.
This train's bound for Lightning Town. I don't know, John. Trying to come up with new catchphrases. We're gonna figure it out. All aboard! Next stop, Lightning Town.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call workshopping. Workshopping.
Bing. Fourth floor, lightning. No, that's it. You'd have to be ladies' lingerie, menswear, and lightning. Nope, you got to have something else. It's Lightning Town. See it? Nope. But that would be on a map. That would be on all aboard. All right, moving on.
All right. First question, my boy Pete. What's the best thing about Elvis?
That he's never truly outside of the building, that he's always within us, and the building being our hearts, John.
Okay. All right. I'll dig it. Well, my boy Pete, what's the worst thing about Elvis?
That he never has left the building, John. He's like a fungus, a bacteria. I think it's all the peanut butter and banana sandwiches, baby. I think that kind of fucks. Oh, I think that. Oh, like, hey, I'm trying to hear it. Why don't you get a rope and hang me? Oh, thank you. Elvis, we gotta win this race.
You can't find Elvis, but you can find an impersonation of Elvis done by Eddie Murphy.
Exactly. 100%.
Lemonade. Right. That cool, refreshing drink.
Impersonations on Tuesday Night Podcast. Huh. Thank you very much.
All right, my boy Pete. Next question. Why is Johnny Cash known as the Man in Black?
That's before it was improper to identify people by any definition of tones or colors or genders or locations or
black. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was just all those things. Like they wore a color that they wanted to identify with. I love their new.
They were born identifying like that. Come on,
right? I love their new song. I'm
yes, go on.
I mobilize in any direction I want. I move if I choose to in any direction. It's
may or may not have been or will be.
I may or not or may will be if the time I don't feel like moving, then I won't do it on this time. If I want to go straight, I will on time. I meander when I have the time. Saying, John.
I mean, I don't even know what that was, but I got to give that one to you.
I'm not sure either, John, but you let me talk long enough. I will admit to some goddamn serious things. Yeah, I was there. I fucking saw the whole thing.
Final question, my boy Pete. Did Jerry Lee Lewis really kill his wife?
Oh, great balls of fire, John. I can't believe you're bringing that up. That's old news. And I signed an NDA long, long ago. It was me, Big Bopper, Frankie Valli, Richie Valens, we were all reading Sweet Valley High. And John, it was a crazy time, and only a few of us made it out alive. So I'm not feeling very ready to talk at this point. The estate of Jerry Lee is quick for vengeance, John. I put nothing by them, so I don't speak out of class.
All right, quit wailing, my boy Pete. Quit wailing.
Oh, I see what you did there. Look at this guy. Fucking Peacock comes to play. You want dumb puns? Well, fucking Peacock's here to play.
That was a nice lightning round. It was short, it was sweet, it was simple, it was stupid, it was everything you want from a lightning round.
It was rolling like thunder. It was like those old thunder rounds we used to do in season 1 of the show.
Yeah, we realized. Never mind. Let's get to our first segment, and I think we'll have to cheers to this one, if you know what I mean.
Well, I suppose. When in Rome, it is a Tuesday.
While you are pouring that shot, you want to pop that one packet?
Yeah, I just saw my parole officer. Why not? Okay, I mean all the things. Sure.
Kenny Kalingi yoga. The normal like doesn't matter. So
I'd fucking listen to me talk forever. You guys. Pretty. And the funny thing is, John, he didn't sample that, I don't think. I think that was all like one take. He
just put a little dub under it.
I'm letting you know, John. I'm letting you know. I speak in EDM.
Just looking at something real quick. So my boy Pete, this lightning round has a little bit of a clue as to what we'll be talking about, what or who or when or where and why and how we'll be talking about. What do you think our first segment is based off this the lightning round questions?
And Frank.
Wow, I did not think you'd get it first guess. Wow, how'd you know?
Right, because it was so hidden, like almost in an attic-like setting, John. So I therefore deduced cleverly, may I add. I said, you want me to go down the path that seems logical? But nay, John. I will go down the path that rocks, and I will find the real answers. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it has to do. It's gonna be Elvis, but I want it to be about. I want it to be a specific. I want it to be about Elvis and Nixon, the meeting between Elvis and Nixon. Is it that?
No, but you're not too far off. Remember, there's the other ones that we talked about. We got Cash in there. We got some Jerry Lee Lewis in there.
Right. Was it when Johnny Cash killed Elvis on the toilet?
You're getting closer. That? You're getting closer. Johnny Cash did, but bring in Jerry Lee Lewis and remember the murder. Right.
But I think that's too much of a red herring, John. It seems too easy to open. You're offering too much. I think I'm not gonna fall for your trick there, John. Show me a body, and I'll show you I believe your segment, John. Roll bones on over, and we'll talk about it. Fucking shit, man.
We're going to talk about
Jerry Lee Lewis.
What? No. You take your shot. You lost. You lost. Wah, 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 wah. Cheers.
I sense a pattern effect coming.
because we're going to talk about the life and works of Sam Phillips.
Ah, Mr. Phillips, if you're nasty. I was a big fan of his screwdriver work, John. A lot of people didn't know. He was from the screwdriver fortune. An heir, when they said, screw you, he said, thank you very much.
I'm glad you're not super versed on this one, because it's a lot of fun. And you'll see the reason of the lightning round. So Sam Phillips, Samuel Cornelius Phillips, known as Sam Phillips, was an American record producer who played an important role in the emergence of rock and roll as the major form of popular music in the 1950s.
Okay. Was this had to be in the 50s? The screwdriver was in the 20s, so this was after probably like 18. So this was like his grandpa probably did the screwdriver, and then he said, "I'm not gonna be in your fucking screwdriver household. No, Dad, I like music." He said, "Rock and roll's never gonna make anything of you, boy. It's turning lefty loosey, righty tighty the rest of your life." He said, "I don't want it, Pops. I want to rock." And that, John, was the beginning of a beautiful story. All right, take it away.
It's true. He went over to the Straighthead family because he was tired of being at Phillips.
Oh, it was a Capulet and Montagues all over again, John. I think 100 times.
So this guy's a native of Florence, Alabama. And after his father's death in 1941, he dropped out of Coffee High School. That's right. The name of his high school in Florence, Alabama was Coffee High School.
Spelled like the drink, but tastes different.
I would assume so, because it is spelled like the drink.
That was his big pickup line. "Hey, ladies, my name's Coffee. Spelled like the drink, but I taste so different."
The high school mascot?
Whoever, wherever. Where you go, Coffee. Taste me.
So right before graduating, his dad died. He went to support his mom and his deaf aunt.
I like my learning styles like I like my coffee. What's that? Somewhere in lower Alabama. What did you say? Mom, shut up. We're getting to you. Don't tell me. I'll back out.
Oh, that's his aunt. That's just his dad's sister. Nah, you're fine.
Okay.
His mom heard every word. Yeah.
She was pissed. But it's like, not my sister, so keep fucking with her.
1 year later, in 42, he married Rebecca Burns from Sheffield, Colbert County. And the couple had a couple sons, Knox and Jerry. Although he harbored...
Knox and Jerry?
Uh-huh.
Fucking Alabama, man. What is that about? How the fuck are you gonna do that, John? How are you gonna? You know what, man? This first kid is gonna be Knox. All right, that's a little out there. Stick with that. Nah, him gonna be Jerry. Fuck.
Well, it's like Knoxville. It's spelled that way. So I assume that's where they conceived Knox, and then they probably conceived Jerry inside of Jerry.
Bro, I was gonna say on my buddy Jerry's couch. We were crashing there after a fucking big party. This one's for you, Jerry. Also, we were at a pretty weird orgy over Coffee. It was either going to name him Coffee or Jerry, but Coffee was weird, so we could say Jerry, and it's probably maybe after his dad or the guy's couch we conceived on. So either way, all in the family. Here, have some coffee.
So he wanted to be a lawyer, but he didn't get that high school diploma, so that didn't help out so much. So he took an extension course in audio engineering from Alabama Polytechnic Institute, and this passion of music overwhelmed everything else. He's like, never mind, I ain't gonna lawyer anymore. I'm gonna muse.
The fuck does that mean? I'm not gonna lawyer anymore. I'm gonna muse.
I'm not going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a music person.
No, he was in hardware. He was in a hardware industry. He was with the Screwdriver family, the Screwdriver fortune. Hey, screw you was our big motto. He left that because he discovered Wu-Tang. No, that's later. That's a different story.
Well, he started out as a DJ in the 1940s. He worked for Muscle Shoals, Alabama radio station, WLAY, W-Lay, where you all get W-Laid. It was an AM station.
So I'm talking. So it was real soft. It was a smooth, sensual, slipping in the warm voice of the glove. WLAY, where everybody gets laid nice and gently.
Well, it was AM, and so he had a little bit more freedom. And remember, this is the like mid 40s at this point. It was called the station's open format. I don't even want you to take a stab at it. The open format.
Hold on. Let me do my work. This is where I do my best work, John. First off, folks, ladies and gentlemen, on the open format show, we're going to have the first live stripper. That's right, folks. Holy shit. Would you look at that? Wow. I'll be honest. I'm not going to sleep right. All right, folks. How about a big round of applause? Perfect. Okay. Next up, open forum. It's when we have two DJs kiss on the mouth. All right. Gross. But then they cheat on their spouses with other DJs. All right. It's a DJ, PJ three-way.
Why did Jerry get in there?
Because Jerry's always around taking pictures. You know what I mean? Thanks, Jerry Dog.
It's actually his son, not the guy's couch.
100%. He's going to be, and he has a Jerry Dog strikes again.
Well, you want to go one more stab? Remember, 1940s, the South, open format for a radio station called Open Format.
Here's the deal, man. I'm going to just riff for a good hour on why Robert E. Lee should be the father of our country and at least the father of my goddamn children. Ready? And go. Man, y'all see the sideburns like that? Holy shit. That's something you can build a dream on. Something to build a house on. The foundation that goes to a soul. The roots, my man.
No, I believe that's the open format of Southern radio stations today.
Jesus Christ, you're so right. Ugh.
It is all right. The truth is, it's the stations that were allowed to play both white and black musicians.
Crazy, John. Crazy. That's how the Kendrick and Drake feud got started.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Back in, yeah, radio stations are playing anything they like, all willy-nilly, getting the blood boiling to the people, John. We can't have that. That's why when we have universal uniforms and we're all wearing jumpsuits, we eat the same food that comes out of the same tubes every day, like equals, and we listen to the same approved music by the Ministry of Music, John. Hey, 16 more years, I hope to get my application into that place. I don't know. Here's for hoping, right? You got to believe in the system, John.
Yeah.
The system won't work.
I agree. The system did work. The system did work for him because he pieced together a little bit of scratch and moved down to Memphis or up to Memphis. I don't know where Florence is, but around to Memphis, and started Memphis Recording Services. It was a radio station which served as the studio, and a recording studio. It was a couple of different things, and it served as the studio for Phillips' own label, Sun Records. Sun Records. SUN Records.
Records. Records. Sun Records.
Sun Records.
Roger. John, I like that we're enunciating and spelling.
Well, I know you'd immediately think SON for some weird reason because you haven't ever heard of Sun Records, but it's a very famous studio.
Have you ever heard of Sun River? Spelled SON. It's where the mayor of the town sacrificed his one and only son to save the town from a incoming threat of Godzilla. John, it was all over the news. Pacific Northwest. Did you miss it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll send you the link. Totally out. Don't worry about it. Local news. What are you gonna do?
Well, so that throughout the 50s, he had Sun Records, and in addition to musical performances, he recorded events such as weddings and funerals, selling the records.
Did he run it with his boys? Is that why he called it Sun's Records? Or
Yeah, because his third son was SUN.
crazy? Was he Asian?
No.
Weird. He was just bridging the continental gap, man. My first son's name is Knox. Second one's name is Sun. Two different mothers. I was traveling a lot at the time. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. I pay a lot of child support. I have a lot of VD. I have a lot of great stories. Take it away. 2, 3, 4. I'm the best producer you've ever seen, baby. Changing the game and the VD spectrum.
And Jerry's right behind him. Hey, I work for you. You forgot about me.
Ah, yes. Patient zero. I'll never forget you, Jerry.
All right.
Knox and Jerry, John, it's a true Cain and Abel story. One had their father's eye. He was going to inherit everything, and then his brother had to kill him. That's why Jerry came to town, John. I'm not hearing a lot more about Knox in this situation. I'm thinking he was the one who got the old axe end.
He was abled.
Inevitably.
Okay, never mind. So Phillips recorded what many believe is considered the first rock and roll record ever. It's called Rocket 88 by Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats.
Those cats were the hippest, John.
Well, it was led by 19-year-old Ike Turner.
Oh, boy. This guy has a mean sound and even meaner backhand. Holy shit. Wait till he gets a hold of the charts and his wife. It's going to be a heyday for everybody, except for her. Oh, Tina, run while you can.
Oh, jeez. Well, don't worry. She's not around yet. He's only 19. He didn't have his mean streak, but he also wrote the song. So he's a little bit in there. That was recorded at Chest and Checker record label in Chicago in 51. And he also recorded music of black rhythm and blues artists such as James Cotton, Rufus Thomas, Roscoe Gordon, and others.
Okay. Hum a few bars that big Roscoe Thomas hit, John. You know, the one that's on the tip of everybody's lips these days. The kids are all singing down at the Five and Dime. Hum a few of that. Nice. That was good. I liked it. It was almost like being there.
Well, legends such as B.B. King and Howlin' Wolf, which I know you know, made their first recordings at his studio, at Sun Studio.
Okay. It's a good family business. I should open something with my sons.
Well, Sam Phillips deemed Wolf, Howlin' Wolf, his greatest discovery. Guess who number 2 is? In his mind.
Who number 2, the greatest in his mind? I don't know. Amy Winehouse.
That's of the 21st century. We're talking 20th century.
Well, if he had heard her, he would have been amazed, John.
No. He crossed borders, racial borders, but not gender borders. I think he only recorded men.
See, John, and that's why we have to cancel him. I'm going back in the annals of history. That's right. We're going to dig up into that butthole of history. We're going to cancel this motherfucker. Why? Because he didn't like Amy Winehouse. Nope. Or women anywhere, John. That's right.
No.
I'm inspired by Amy, but I'm sticking to it for all the ladies out there. Fuck this guy. And Jerry and Knox. All of them.
And Son.
Yeah, and Sons. They're like a moving company for records. It's so dumb, dude.
So Howlin' Wolf, he said it was his greatest discovery. B.B. King was a little established in the jazz and blues scene, even though his first record was recorded at Sun Studio. So he didn't really consider that a discovery. But his second greatest discovery would be this little guy named Elvis Presley.
Okay, well, I suppose.
That's why he's number two.
Everything. He stole the culture, though, John.
Uh-huh.
He was a biter, taking everything from us. Only thing he brought to us was Graceland and peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
I mean, you have had one, right?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking good.
Put a little bacon on them. It's like the best combination.
Get a little hammered. Get some hot oil. Start a grease fire in your kitchen. 4 a.m. Chef's kiss. Highly recommend.
Is that what Hank did?
Oh my God! If you haven't had 3rd-degree scalding burns in your arm, oh my God! If you haven't woken up from a hard bender with the remnants of a peanut butter and banana sandwich on your chest and skin grafts on your arm, oh, you haven't lived, my friend. It's how Elvis would have wanted it.
So speaking of Graceland, according to the Graceland Museum, of the many important players in Elvis Presley's life story, the most important is Sam Phillips. At Sun Studio in Memphis, Sam discovered and helped launch the careers of not just Elvis, but Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Howlin' Wolf, and Jerry Lee Lewis.
What about the Colonel?
We'll get to that.
No, because Colonel Sanders made him the man he was before he died, John. Sorry. I said extra crispy. Thank you very much. Oh.
You're getting, that's like real old. That's like on the pot at that point, Elvis. But you're getting there.
I know, John. That's why I was doing chicken skin Elvis. We call him chicken skin Elvis, John.
Why?
Because he ate all the chicken skins and then he died on the shitter.
Oh yeah. Apartment style.
Right. I'm just saying. Don't die on the toilet like I did. Invest in them pooper shooters from the two-sided pod. Now it's like more George Bush. Hey, come on down. Have some pooper shooters. It's a 2-for-1, buy one to get one pooper shooter for free. Yeah, it's a domestic draft and a pooper shooter back. $12. John, I'd go for that. That's a good deal.
Sounds pretty good. I'm in.
And I'll be honest. In this day and age, you'd be lucky to find a domestic beer for $12. So I don't know what a pooper shooter is, but I hope it's good.
I don't even care. I like the price.
Did you see in Boston, fucking Boston, they had these picture of all the jugs they fucking confiscated in the parade? All the jugs, they were gallon jugs, and it was fucking monster jugs. They had an acronym about something fucking blackout rage fucking Gallon, blackout ridge, GABA, gloom. It's something. Look it up. It's fucking crazy. And I was like, we need to get one of those fuckers. John, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. I shouldn't say it. Hey, say hello to your mother for me. John.
Yeah. You want to park a car somewhere, like at a college or something?
No. But I do want to marry J-Lo twice. So
There you go.
if that's a possibility, I mean, I'll do an accent. If I could eat the donut, whatever I need to do.
Right. So yeah, a number of big people. He was quoted as saying, "Everyone knew that I was just a struggling cat down here trying to develop new and different artists and get some freedom in music and tap some resources and people who weren't being tapped."
It sounds good, John. In this context, looking back in history, because we know what he was talking about and what came out of that. Let's go ahead and get that quote. I was out there, what do you say, making moves, tapping resources that were not being tapped.
And people that were not being tapped.
Tapping people and resources that were not being tapped. John, let me ask you this. And this is why we need to go back in the annals of history and cancel this motherfucker. Because, John, tell me how is that right and all the other tapping is wrong? You can't smoke in the office anymore. You can't tap ass to say good job. How do I? Like, that's bad. We canceled all that shit. Come on,
and the shoes are just so annoying. So yeah, we canceled tap dancing.
Right. Plus, we were all out of loafer lightener. I can't dip any more loafers. We're all out of lightener.
So That's All Right, Mama, which was Arthur Big Boy Crudup's song. Elvis recorded his version at Sun Studio and was almost instant hit. Got successful real quick right there in Memphis and then throughout the southern United States.
And that was who? For just a... Oh, no, Elvis. That was Elvis for... And he recorded whose song? What was his big song?
That's All Right, Mama.
Well, that's all right.
Mama.
Songs will hit, that's all right. Yeah, no, I know that one.
The B-side of it, that single was Blue Moon of Kentucky. It was a bluegrass song that was more popular than That's All Right, Mama. That's All Right, Mama.
He was toying between that or Cop Killer, but turns out he saved that, and that's when Ice-T did that in the 90s. So, anyway, how it's crazy how music comes around full circle.
Yeah, actually, it is. Yeah, it's like history repeats itself because no one's paying attention.
Right? Who has time for that shit, John?
Right. Sonny Burgess.
The only thing shorter than my attention span or my patience.
You have very short patience.
I have, well, my list of, I've been seeing them all very quickly. In and out, I say. Are you sick? Are you dying? Where does it hurt? All right, I'm going to take a Vicodin. You have one too. See you next week. 4 patients a day. I am woozy, John. I take a nap after lunch. I go home around 6. Boy, crazy town.
So the success in the South from Sun Records with Elvis became a drawing card for other hopefuls. Sonny Burgess, My Bucket's Got a Hole in It. Junior Parker,
There's a
Billy
hole
Lee Riley.
in my bucket. Dear Burgess, can't believe my recording hit number 2 this week. Sean, love that song. Great sound. It has a good beat, I like the whole song, and I feel like we can plug it. I give it a 6, and I see it moving up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it was somewhat, it was still around ish. Charlie Rich, I know that name. Junior Parker, I know a little more. Billy Lee Riley, and they all went to Sun with some success, but others such as
I know some of these. But do you know any of the titles of their songs? If you say one of their song titles, I'm sure we could figure out what the words are and at least a chorus or maybe the bridge. John, do you have any songs that
my
Richie Lee
bucket's
Lewis
got a hole in it?
We just did that one, John. We did all the highlights on that one. We fucking bucketed it out, my bud. I just want to know what Ricky Lee Ricketts and Bobby Lee Coonskin is what did they record? What is
Junior
Nothing?
Parker.
You didn't go that
Junior
far?
Parker. No.
Junior Parker? Nothing?
No, I mean, there's so many names because I'm about to get to the big ones. So that, yeah, okay,
Right, but you're just running through names. I want songs, John. I want to hear that. I want to feel the time. You're just right now. You're listening to pedigree. Right now, you're trying to show off at a bar. And I worked with this person and this person, this person, this person. John, let us know you're a true fan, aficionado, a good researcher. Take the names you're having, cut those in half. Give us one name, one song. Oh, it was Junior Seau. He played in San Jose Sharks and also the San Diego Chargers. Junior Parker. Oops, I shot my foot. Yikes, that was my barrel. And he followed it up with, hey, does this look infected to you? Number 2. And both great swinging out of the fences. John, I'm just saying, give me a little more, something like that. I want fuller information. I don't want you to list things, John. I want you to be the best you can be. And I want to have more jokes about songs because there's some golden gems and I'm feeling fucking musical, baby.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Tell me when you recognize it. I was all right for a while. I could smile for a while. But I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight when you stopped to say hello. Oh, you wished me well. You couldn't tell.
I gave you chlamydia.
Chlamydia. To you.
Chlamydia, not a bouquet. John, big hit in the 70s, big resurgence in the 90s, and late recent 20s. John, I'm just saying, it's an oldie but a goodie, and one we'll never get rid of. Thanks for playing, and these are you. All right, this one goes out to all the people who don't believe in protection anymore.
Only the lonely Baba Dabidua.
Oh, John, if there's only one thing you take away from this, I want you to know one thing. All right.
Pretty woman.
Are you just going to run down songs?
Who sang these songs?
John, that was me being a whore. I was
A sex worker.
no, John. The things I do, I'm a whore.
I guess. Well, I mean, it's Julia Roberts, and she didn't ever really do sex work. So yeah, she's a whore. Yeah. Okay. I get it. You're calling her a whore.
Well, no, I would never do that. Ever. No. I only call people whores who deserve it, John. Like you and your ability to sell out. Me and the things I'll take money to do. Whatever.
Hey, what's your dream? Everybody's got a dream.
I want to get a job. I want to work my way to the top. of a local bank, then make it national and go management and earn the respect of everyone in the company. And when I reach the top position, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna rob that motherfucker blind. I'm gonna put everyone in the vault, take everything and disappear. And because Chip Bradshaw was not my real name. I was just Chip on TV.
That's right, Roy Orbison. Roy Orbison is the answer.
Ooh, over you, Roy Orbison. Can it be true? Come on, John.
All right. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious, I married my cousin. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, you feel 13. Hold me, baby. I want to love you like a parent should. Oh, so fine. It's not mine. Got to report you if I cross the state line. I have to brush your hair and play with your toes. You're just a child. Everybody knows. Come on, John. Goodness gracious.
Well, I'm sorry, Pete. I hear the train a coming. It's rolling around the bend.
John, it's Tuesdays on Tuesday, and I don't see an end till John L. Peacock stops a talking, and this part is done. Well, my boy Pete is smoking, and I think that should be done. Come on, John.
So here's the thing. You asked about the Colonel, right? He discovered all these people.
And he discovered all those secret herbs and spices, John. I'm going to let you have the floor to tell me how many he first discovered and what he narrowed it down to keep the secret. But
he ain't the Colonel, baby. He's not the Colonel.
He's my Colonel. He's my Colonel, John. I've done for it.
3 times. No. So Phillips was Elvis's original manager, had a contract with him. And RCA said, hey, we want it. And he said, nah. And they're like, no, we'll offer you 25,000. He's like, nah. And he's like, what about 40? They said, well, we could fix the World Series for less than that money. That's a little too much. And he's all, whatever, that's it. And they bought it for 40,000. They bought the record, the contract of Elvis. And Perkins' song, Blue Suede Shoes, which also made Carl Perkins famous, was his first major hit nationally.
Blue Suede Shoes. John,
oh, it is Suede.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
I was going to name my firstborn Suad, but turns out it wasn't mine. I gave birth to some. It wasn't mine. I don't know where I'm going with this, John. I was trying to work my way out of it. I was like, how do you get out of Suad? That's a great name for a kid. How do you make that funny? I don't know. John, here's the deal. At times like these, we just keep talking. In some way, somehow, we figure our way out. And John, it's times like these that it's good to go back and say thanks everybody for tuning in here on the Stereo Streets, and everybody who's watching home at the YouTubes. We got Mona Lisa tuning in here, and she heard all the Joaquin Phoenix verses. Shout out. Glad you appreciate that. Game recognized game, bro. 100%. Where you been? Hey, I saw your post. I tried to click the link. I tried to go to E-Bomb's World, and then it wouldn't let me copy and paste. And I was like, I'm gonna look that shit up. So I tried to write it down, but I couldn't read my handwriting. Anyway, I see you. I done see you. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. How you been? All right, John. Moving on. See, I talk enough, and it segues into more about
let's wrap this up because so he did sell that contract. 6 months later, people were like, "You're the idiot who sold Elvis." He's like, yeah. But before he did that, he is accredited for teaching Elvis all he knew about producing. And Elvis at RCA Victor, post Sun Records, was basically produced most of his own music. And so he used what he learned from Sam Phillips. So not only did Sam Phillips discover him, he gave him the tools to make him great as he moved on as a musician.
Right. He also taught him about the frying the sandwiches. Like, yeah, you can take that shit to another level if you just put bacon in it and fry it, like everything. Oh, thank you very much, Sam. I gotta let you know. I love everything you've done for me, and I love how you help with my production and music, but most of all, it's the sandwiches. Thank you, baby. Thank you very much. I'm working on it. All right. Think I need to. Yeah, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. No. All right. Go.
You're like working backwards, so you're getting a little younger. You're kind of in like his Hollywood phase at this point.
Right.
So Phillips. Yeah.
Now I'm in my head about it. Like, oh, quiet.
Yeah. We'll move past it. He what is it? So Phillips recorded looking for feel, not technical perfection. He told Elvis that the worst thing he could go for was perfection. He was always seeking what he called the perfect, imperfect cut. And it helped Elvis, who was a perfectionist early on, to just let loose. And it created some of his greatest works.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Sometimes you just got to swing for the fences. And out there, I just had to get in the studio. John, it's not working out because now I'm going to be more of a reverend. John, if you believe in the power of the music, come on down. Come on down to Sun Studios. The Son, the Father, all of the family will be in that studio with you. Praise Elvis. How easily it turns. There's no getting it back now. We've lost it. Now it's going to go Southern. You just wait. Let's see where it goes. Shh, quiet. Shh, go.
Elvis around the world. So Phillips launched the radio station WHER in 1955, and each of the young women who auditioned for the station assumed that they were going to be the only one female announcer position, like every other station at the time. Only a few days before the first broadcast did they learn that all-girl radio format, almost every position at the station was held by a woman.
All right, ladies. We also have a couple of prerequisites. What year is it, John? I just want to run through the HR.
55.
All right, 55. Ladies, you need to look classy out there. Also, don't be frowny. Nobody likes a pouty puss. Smile. Also, no dating, unless it's one of the executives. Also, did I mention a smile? All right. Well, have fun out there, and if you don't smile, God damn it, we're going to have a problem. All right. Go get them, gals.
So with that little chunk of change, that 40,000, he was able to start that radio station. He saved Sun Records because it needed the money or it was going to go under.
It's for my boys, my sons. It's the only thing I can leave them. I put their name on the studio. I should probably leave it to them. Oh no, my sons, my poor sons.
But he did. And that, still around.
Hooray! Hooray! Oh boy. Hoo nanny. We're going to have a jolly paint the town red. Hoo-hoo.
Sun Records. Yay. WHER, which is still around under a different name, but it's a famous Memphis radio station to this day.
It's WHOR now.
That's right.
One day when that whore radio came to town, everything changed. God damn it. I used to listen to good radio, but now the whores are here. Dad, it's pronounced where. I don't care. Back in my day, all the whores were around on the radio waves with their hooting and their hollering. Sorry, where were we?
And in addition to those two things, he did major investments as one of the first investors of this little project called Holiday Inn.
Right? They said, hey, we'll leave the light on for you. He said, no, that costs fucking energy. I grew up in the Depression. That's bullshit. Close the lights off, motherfucker. Also the doors. I'm not heating this whole neighborhood.
Well, so, yeah, right. I mean, that Holiday Inn made him a multimillionaire. Yeah, so, you know, the Colonel got Elvis and ran him into the ground. And Sam Phillips got Holiday Inn and the radio station that he liked and the Sun Studios that he liked, the Sun Records that he liked.
Sun's record, Elvis production, Holiday Inn. Say what? Because that Phillips empire coming through again and again and again. Come on, John. Flatheads, Phillips, all those in-betweens. John, hardware stores don't fucking know what would truly mean. John, come on. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, honestly, that I love that it came full circle, that he was his own handyman. He probably didn't have to pay for supplies because he's like, I can call my dad. I'll call my dad. He's the Phillips guy. He's in with Ace. It's the place with my dad.
Why do you think he became an engineer? A sound engineer, but an engineer nonetheless.
Right. Well, it was either that or trains. My dad said I had to be an engineer with train or sound engineer because I have the tools to be engineers. Or we also we're a big train family. I don't know if that's in the. We should put that in Wikipedia. John, let's get on that. John, we're gonna edit Wikipedia. Make sure you guys put that in. Everybody out there, fucking. He also was a side hustle as a train engineer.
If you see it erased, just put it back. Just a new 100%. Person has to do it. But if we all band together, we will get it in there. They'll eventually stop looking.
Right. Eventually, let's figure out. That's going to be a new segment where we figure out one piece of information we're going to add to Wikipedia as a community. Collectively, we can change the future. If he's not into trains, then he has to be from the Phillips screwdriver empire. You guys pick. And if you want to do both, have at
it. So with all that, and being known as the man who started rock and roll, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986 had its inaugural induction. He was part of it. Sam Phillips, who is not a singer, is one of the very first, part of the first group of inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986.
It's crazy. And everyone who was invited on the invitation, they said, if you call this number and say nomination 86 at the Holiday Inn, you get a 20% discount. Thanks, Sam. Phillips Empire strikes again. He's a giver. He gives back to the community, John. Continental breakfast is included.
I mean, that's why I keep going back.
Right. If he was smart, and I don't know how it can be cost effective, but it could be for like that VIP package, like the honeymoon suite. I don't know if anyone's gone to the Holiday Inn and gotten the honeymoon suite, but if they do, I bet there's probably like a his and hers Phillips screwdriver set in there. You know, to commemorate, make it special.
Right,
you know?
Right. A couple other major honors: Alabama Music Hall of Fame in '87, Grammy Trustees Award for his lifetime achievements in '91, '98, the Blues Hall of Fame, and in October of 2001, he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame.
You missed in 1968. He was the blueberry pie eating winner of Coffee County.
Uh-huh.
He got Hometown Boy Makes Good, said the front page. Phillips Empire reigns again, blueberry style. Crazy headlines, John. It was the community was aghast. So he had some big wins throughout his career as well.
Well, you were wondering where Knox went. Well, Knox Phillips went on to portray his father in the 1981 movie This Is Elvis.
1981 movie. Hey, Dad.
You forgot about me.
It's called What About Knox? What about Knox? Yeah. Fucking that is some shit that needs to be worked out in therapy. Hey, Dad, I'm doing a movie about you and playing you.
Uh-huh.
Is it an honor? I don't know. Because I had to get to the core of the. It turns out my dad was a philanderer and also was addicted to meth. No, dude, I think that's you. Pretty sure it's Dad. I'm a character actor.
I'm deep in the role. I'm real deep in the role.
I'm channeling Dad. Dad, all the things that I'm doing now, you shouldn't have done when I was a kid or before. I love you, Dad. Families, man.
There are portrayals of him in the 79 film Elvis, the 89 film Great Balls of Fire, and the 2005 film Walk the Line, because his influence stretched from Elvis to Jerry Lee to Johnny Cash.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad he made his way to the world today. He took everything he had, Sean. Taking a break from the Holiday Inn. That day-to-day sounds kind of sad, you know?
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you like to be with the king? Sometimes you want to go where peanut butter banana sandwiches are the thing. And you're always saying, nope. You want to be where people are. Come on, John. Troubles are all the same. Come on, John. You want to be where the Phillips Empire still reigns.
What's his other son's name? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Knox. Jerry. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Jerry, what are you up to? My perfect self-worth if my dad knew my name. He was great in all seasons, but he really hit his peak in season 3.
Right. So to end with a quote of his own, when people asked him, how did rock and roll come around? He said, well, when I was growing up, we heard it all. In the fields, we heard the black man's blues. In the churches, we heard the black spirituals and white gospel. And on the radio, we heard the Grand Ole Opry. Out of that, we created a sound that's hard to define, hard to pigeonhole, because it includes the best elements of all those tremendous sources.
That's awesome, man. When you can make new music, that is truly like when a new music form is being created. It's we haven't had that for a while. Like trap music was the most recent I can think. Well, I'm sure there's more. I'm not keeping up with that. Like
that's all noise these days, but trap music, yeah, for sure.
That's all noise. Listen to you, John. Those goddamn kids down my fucking lawn. Well, no, every time like you can dub a new genre of music in any style, like EDM, like homie Justin will be like, oh, that's the electro jungle punk Siberian trance dubstep backbeat drum and bass. If you put enough words together, everything can be a new thing, John. It's all the same
Upbeat.
things. We're just putting them together.
Backbeat, the uptick, the Tourette's tick. What's it called?
Human ticks. It's called
polka.
Oh, John, you've never ridden in a U-Haul across Wisconsin with a polka band, you haven't lived.
So that's a little Sam Phillips for you, baby.
John, I like your style, my man. I like it when you give me something to work with. But I like to give notes on what I would like better about it. And if you can hone everything and one day you have just a sharpened spear of a show, I'd be like, I just can't even deal. This is the best show and I need to get better. John, turns out
You don't need to get
I'm
better.
a horrible I don't need to get better. I'm exactly what I need to be. Turns out I'm bringing everything that I should be bringing to this party. What kind of party is it? Doesn't matter. I'm coming with this bag of tricks. Why? Because it works every time. How can you tell? Because there's real chunks of panther in there, motherfucker.
Do you want to pop those packets?
Do I want to get you checked for fucking black lung? Yeah, you need to stop working in the mine, John. He's got the black lung. John,
Man.
I saw this on
We're men.
I saw this on Gangs of New York, and I thought they cleaned the streets. The dead rabbits should have known better than letting Brooklyn go this filthy. John, we're going to get you help. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop some packets. Pray for your soul. We give you our hopes and prayers, thoughts and dreams, hopes and wishes, ambitions, and
man.
vitriol.
Oh,
Listen to him. Oh shit, that's blood. I think I need that inside me. Gross, bro. Folks, on behalf of the Two-Sided Pod, I'd like to aggressively. Oh, Jesus Christ, stop it. What are you doing? Just stop.
something
Stop.
came out.
Yeah, you're like an idiot who looks at the toilet paper when they wipe. Yep, still there. What are you doing?
Got to make sure
Stop it. Nope, don't answer. Stop. Just move
Oh.
on.
Okay.
Mute up. I'm gonna play messages. Holy balls and sack. Can't believe we stop for this. John, you're the worst thing that's ever happened to live radio. Folks, we're coming at you live here on the 10s and 12s, Two-Sided Pod, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. Every Tuesday, Eastern Time, Pacific Standard Time, and 4 a.m. Greenwich Sandwich Time on Wednesdays if you're across the pond. There's a lot of hand signals that, John, I think we need to understand that you don't need to hold up finger messages of how many messages there are. I'm the one playing them, and I understand how many there are. So I think you're trying to signal like an old Indian scout. I'm going to call you Sacagawea or a sack full of shitta if you keep on talking like this. Shh. Oh, sorry. Is that live? Yeah, we're good.
I don't know what you're talking about, mister, because I was just down at the 5 and dime. Now I had a penny, and then they told me to get out, because no, it wasn't that. It was just that they had decided to teach Charles what they had told him about what kind of candy he's allowed to
It's the 5 and dime.
pick. And so I went home with my penny, but what was y'all talking about?
Yeah. If you haven't got a penny, then a half a pence will do. If you haven't got a half a pence, then... well, shit, bro. I don't know.
Hey guys, I hope this is my first message. I tried to delete the last one because I feel like a dumbass. Anyways, hello, how you doing? It's good to see you. Happy freaking Tuesday. Woo woo.
Tuesday.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to watch some Bert Kreischer, and then I got your notification. I'm like, it is Tuesday. I guess I'm gonna watch this instead. So hello, there's the Mind Fox. Hope y'all have a great show. I know you.
Hey, girl. Hey. I started watching the Bert. He comes in rough, man. I love Bert. Bert's one of my favorites. He comes in rough, comes in hot, like does things like. I feel like we should all be not what he's talking about his wife. Like I'm with it. His wife's cool, but like specifically about his wife for the first like 15 minutes, and I was like, "Brr, brr," and it's about him, but it's about her, but it's about him, but it's about her. I'm like, that's a rough. That's a rough. It's one of those things when you see, John, like a live stage play where there's an old person character that does a pratfall, and if that role is played by a real old person doing the pratfall, everyone is kind of it makes it not as there's no funny in it. It's very so it takes the funny out, like it almost the he plays it well, but I was like, oof, girl, I'm telling you what, stick around, take my shirt off at the end. No, it's too cold in this bitch. I had to put a sweatshirt on. I started with one. It's no good.
You know what? People have a hard time paying attention. Do you know why? Because it's free. And the whole concept of paying for it confuses the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Girl, that's 100%. That's 100 because people feel more invested in things they have to pay for. If it's free, then it's nothing. It's like, oh, that's. Remember the old days? Remember I was busting my mom's chops and like she has cable, and it's like, oh, it always goes out, and I'm always fixing her cable for her. I'm like, you're one step above rabbit ears. Remember rabbit ears, Mom? She's like, it's better. I can like fast forward and things. Like, but you see, it's like there's little mice running on a wheel to keep this shit going. It's just archaic ways of thinking. Yeah. Get past it, man. Get over yourself. free for the people, John. I don't know what that means. We'll get them next time, bud.
Okay, so I don't know if it's all the calls or just the one I just heard coming through YouTube. It sounded very distorted and was very hard to understand. So I don't know if it's their problem or your problem, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Thank you.
It's good on the phone, but the phone calls sound a little weird on the TV. Just saying. Okay.
Thank you. So, folks, I'm just gonna do a My Boy Pete summation of every message until John figures out his shit. Not his shit. I mean the shit. I mean shit in general. John, you can unmute. But
yeah, right. I mean,
that was a good last check. Foxy Lady, thank you for calling in. Good to see you. How you been? Let us know that the calls coming through the YouTube are distorted, just like our views and our comedy. So it's all kind of sticking to the game plan, but understand that it's not good for show quality performance. And I understand that. That is something we will work on because we just focus, be dumb, be shitty, be dumb, be shitty. And we kind of carry that across every aspect of our show, but we're going to work on taking little parts of that out here and there. I don't know if you guys saw starting into the show, our new intro music, our new stuff that's going to start earlier, that we're going to start going earlier, is going to be, we have new music and a new slideshow. And I mean, it's going to be great because once everybody involved who needs to have admin privileges to turn things on and start things. I mean, and that happens, it's going to be great because it'll start at any time. Like I could do it. I could do it at 3 p.m. I could do it 24/7. I could run that motherfucker 24/7 and just pop in when I'm ready and have a countdown. I can have a countdown. Holy shit, I can have a countdown. You guys, sometimes you just need to talk your problems throughout your own mind because your sounding board is a little bit doughy. Like it's more of like a, I don't know, it's like if you're surrounded by sound deadening material all around.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, I understand.
Sometimes you need a little reverb. I need a little pushback. I need a little. I need to hear myself think, John, and that. To me, fine. To you.
I'm not asking you anything, my boy Pete. I'm not asking you anything.
No. Right, I know. But I want to answer a lot of things. To me, I think everything I was saying is fine. To you, I think everything I say is, how do the French say? Indiscret. A little, comme ci, comme ça.
Compétent.
Les incompetents. A little bit here and there. All right, fair enough. Back to you, John. I think we need a segment to put out these flames.
Well, this might be stoking the fire with fire because we're going to go straight into our next.
Oh, a Tuesday with the lightning comes right and sounds so frightening and thunderous to move fraying. Come on, Jane. I don't mean those things I said before. I only wanted what's in store for our friend Andy Dufresne.
Aw.
Oh, I would dig a hole and tunnel out right out of this show and cover it up with the poster so no one would know. Would they find me? I don't think so. Come on, John. Oh, it's a two-sided Tuesday with John L. Peacock. Who's to say? Is he the best one to... Can't believe I stated that there can't be... Come on, John. Words don't need it. We're just singing about the show. Raise your glasses, don't you know? Come on, John. Hey there. He has glasses, so don't put them on yet. Save them so. Come on, John.
I mean,
Cheers.
so is so. You're freaking genius. Cheers, buddy.
That's why they pay me the big bucks, John. I don't get the tax breaks that I'm entitled to for just waking up late and not making show with show rhymes, John.
Hi, boy Pete. This is an oldie but a goodie. We haven't done it in a while. This segment of Lightning Round is Bizarro Answers. That's right. It's our first alternate segment ever from way back when, almost 4 years ago, my boy Pete.
Jesus Christ!
In less than a month.
It's crazy. This is how we started, and it shows you how little we've progressed, folks. We have nothing if not gotten stupider.
Well, speaking of stupider, my boy Pete, what is Bizarro Answers?
Bizarro Answers is confusing as hell once you get hammered. So, Bizarro Answers, folks, is when John asks a question and I respond in an exact opposite, the antithesis of what I would normally say, of how I would feel, how I would respond, all the intonations, all the body movements, all the gestures, the outfit, the lighting, everything. My craft services table, I only have crackers and soup. I hate crackers and soup. All of these things are true. And I don't like it, and I won't stand for it. See how that was bizarro? Because I like it, and I will stand for it.
Well, let's get to Bizarro, my boy Pete. Well, Bizarro, my boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
Fuck no, John. I hate this thing. See what we did there, folks? I'm just giving you the first little itsy bitsy pieces of how we're playing this game. So no, I'm not.
Obviously, he's not Bizarro Pete, my boy Pete, yet because he does not like this segment.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm tearing my clothes, gnashing my teeth, and rubbing myself with ash. I am in mourning right now. Believe that. That old Jewish style.
All right, now we're with Bizarro, my boy Pete. Here we go. Bizarro, my boy Pete. After saying that, can you answer this question? What's the best thing about Elvis?
Well, I can tell you, it was not his appreciation for Job. You gonna finish my leading with that? I'm gonna stick biblical. Fuck your couch. Number one. Number two. Job faced a lot of hardships, John.
Hardships?
Hardships. It's when a whole stringed in the orchestra, when you have an orchestra come to town and you kidnap the harpist. Hear me out. I'm not done. And you hold the harpist
Just like
when you
joke.
Quiet. Holding up. Henceforth, the holding of harpists will be. Hear me out, John. Listen. I'm trying to make a good Silence of the Lambs joke about harpists and orchestras and how they'll never come to town again. You ruined everything, so let's start over. All right. Bizarro, my boy Pete. What's the best thing about Elvis? Let's just move past how you fucked with me on my last joke. Let's just move past that. I'm done with it. Are you? I am. Let's move past it. We're a fucking adults. We're professionals. We're almost fucking 4 years in, John.
That crazy.
I've lost more relationships with my offspring than I have had a constant show run. It's just I don't know how to. Here's the deal, John. Moving forward, that's not true. That's not true.
You have a great relationship with your offspring.
Yeah, no, I love the band. I love everything they do. I saw them with Blink 182.
Hey, Bizarro, my boy Pete. What's the best thing about Elvis?
John, I'm glad you asked. Nope. Let me just tell you. Number one, it's his acting. The man was beyond his time. I don't know if you saw a little thing called Blue Hawaii. Passed over. Like it was a gem. Oh, fuck you, Lawrence of Arabia. Welcome Blue Hawaii to the picture. But no, we got shunned. Academy, can't trust them. They don't like that rock and roll, John. And they're not going to stand for it. But the acting, impeccable.
Elvis, would you like some lemonade?
Lemonade, that clear, refreshing drink.
Elvis, we have to win this race.
We gotta win this race.
So good. So good.
So good.
I'd watch it 50 times over.
Over and over. Sign me up, baby. All right. So mainly it was his acting.
Yeah. Right. Bizarro, my boy Pete, what's the worst thing about Elvis?
The worst thing about Elvis was that he affected the health of our nation's gamers. John,
How so? How so?
if it wasn't for those goddamn people at Pepsi Cola giving us Mountain Dew and Elvis giving us the fried peanut butter and Janelli. Hey, the peanut butter and Janelli sandwiches. Look at these fucking Sammys. Oh, you like the Janellis? Oh, I love the Janellis. Well, you can't eat just one. Oh, that's a fucking Janellis. Sorry. John, let me start over. This is a serious topic because adolescent diabetes is no joke.
It was a cough, obviously. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
100%. And I believe that Elvis has a big part in that. Here, let us look at an after-school program in progress. Hello, little Javier. What are you eating? Peanut butter, banana. Is that fried, little Javier? Yeah. All right, folks. And I think we've seen enough. From us to you in the Diabito studio. 1 foot at a time, we're going to get over this sugary line. John. Isn't that? Come on, you get it.
WBTOs. Next question.
You guys.
Bizarro.
I'm sorry. Yeah, shout out to Diabetic Humor.
We've all been touched by it.
But we couldn't feel it. Circulation issues.
Well, and then we weren't touched anymore.
Shh, no, John, that's the leprosy gig. Save those jokes for the leprosy. Come on, man.
Which set are we in? Oh, right. Yeah. This isn't the right one. Okay.
Eggs, Pacoima! Oh. You guys, when we take this shit on the road, it does not go well. We have been run out of many a town. You know the last time they had a lynch mob in America? The last time we toured. We bring shit back. That's what we do to towns.
Yeah.
Community, camaraderie. One at a time, already.
Not Navajo nations.
Yikes, John. I wouldn't have said that. And I'm the spicy one.
Bizarre, my boy Pete. Why is Johnny Cash known as the Man in Black?
Oh, it's easy, John. You're familiar with one of his greatest hits, Folsom Prison Blues. John, I don't need to spell it out for you or enunciate it, John.
Did you say prison?
Words. Here's the deal. It's more of a hippie thing. My partner Moonchild will explain more to you. Yes, so thank you. Namaste. Thank you for coming. Let me explain to you about the Folsom Prison Blues. That's not it, John.
So why is it known as the Man in Black?
Hear me out. I'm glad you asked, John. Because you're familiar with the Folsom Prison Blues, are you not?
I am actually, yeah.
Perfect. Well, turns out, little known story, John, that was written early before his career started, when he actually did a nickel for a B&E. John, he was down in a in a I believe he had just come from Saskatoon, and he was in Pacoima when he did a little B&E, John. And oh boy, did the law ever come down on him hard. Well, he didn't do any time in Folsom, but all the guys there on his cell block in Pacoima, they said, "Hey, this is a daydream. If you ever go to Folsom," he's like, "Oh no, I'm going the straight and narrow. I'll never wear black again," because that's where he wore all black to do the B&E. And so then he started humming a little ditty in the cell. And one thing led to another. He's recording with the heir to the Phillips screwdriver empire. And from there, he's like, "Boy, if you want to make it anywhere, you got to put on a black shirt and black boots and a black hat." He said, "I swore to my mama I'd never do it again." "Oh, well, I mean, then you probably have to do it because that's for your mama." "Okay, I lied. Then you need to do it." "Okay, I will." And that's how he then became wearing all the black. That's because I knew you were going to ask it, but the Man in Black, because of his B&Es.
Now, so that was a place in Saskatoon. It was a deli.
No. He was coming from Saskatoon. He was doing a little work on there on a local hand mine. They were doing a dig and shoot. It was a simple operation, a 12-man run, 12 in, 12 out. John, they were running a lot of rock, sifting a lot of, let's not get into the details.
Okay.
But
okay.
After that was done, down to
right, yeah, right. The cell, which is that diner where he had some bread and eggs, the B&E.
I hear my name called.
He
coming around the bend.
And he started singing while he drank. He ate the bread and eggs that he paid a nickel for, and everyone in the cell, that diner, was like, "Oh, that's really good."
The Sheboygan Blues. Hey, that's catchy. When I was in the diner, I played a nickel then. I then paid another nickel to play it once again. I'm using alliteration. John thinks I don't know. Hey, ha! I did my time in Sheboygan, down near Idaho. Hey, it's nowhere near there.
You brought it up. I thought you were gonna go bass on us.
Down in Idaho. Down in Idaho. Fuck your couch, Sean.
Moving on. In Idaho. Like that?
That's
that
not. No, because that was not the right key. So you got to hit the note if you're going to do the octave.
Down in an Idaho.
Yeah, but now you've changed the key again. So you can keep doing it.
What was your key? Your key was not the right key anyway.
No, you're good, John. Anyway, moving forward.
I know Idaho.
Moving.
I know Idaho.
Moving. Yeah, I know Ida Pimp. Now, where the money? Keep asking the questions.
Bizarro, my boy Pete. Did Jerry Lee Lewis really kill his wife?
You come to me and you ask me these questions. There's many things I am, but I am not a rat. I have seen many things. I have heard many things. Yeah, he totally killed him. He told me, like 100%. But you didn't hear from me.
How old was she?
Too young. Way too young.
To die or
Just in general. Way too young.
And that has been our lightning round. Hey, you're doing good.
Yeah, that's John, we've come a long way to go nowhere at all.
Turns out we're lost because we come full circle. I definitely have seen that bush before.
I told you we were never going to make it out of here alive, man. I told you we were never going to make it out of here alive, man.
Well, let's try to
Oh.
let's try.
Oh, man, no. Here's the deal, man. Every Tuesday you say, come into the forest. It'll be great. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. We'll have fun. I say, can we wait till 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time on Wednesdays if we happen to be across the pond? You say, yeah, it's the same time. I say, that's bullshit. Anyway, it always ends the same way. John, Julie's here. John, say hi to Julie.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie.
Gross. Don't say it like that again.
No, I'm going to say it again. Hold on. Hi, Julie.
Don't do that anymore. All right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should never say that again. How about this? Hi, Jules.
On behalf of the two-sided, I'd like to apologize to all the children watching, anyone from across the pond. I know we're trying to make inroads on diplomatic means, and this is not the time or the platform to be making these gestures. But I think that means something different. No, I think you're good there. I think that's exactly what the world needs. So, welcome to the party.
All right, well, let's make this short. Let's make this a short. This is our short segment.
Oh, short segment. John is clever. He makes the short segment come better together. Short segments. John, I like how you short segmented 3 times and like, that's good, man. I didn't see it coming. You said short segment 3 times. 3 times fast almost. He sells short segments down by the short segment. Sure. Shoot.
We sell short segments.
He sells short segments. How many short segments could a peacock sell if a short segment could be sold by a peacock? Nope, that's not it.
Oh.
We wear short segments.
Hi, but Pete, how do people wear the short segments? Tell us what it's all about.
Well, here's the deal, folks. If you've been here before, well, God bless your soul. If you haven't, I apologize. It's like a fungus that you're going to stick with us. The short segments are John reads a title, a thing. He reads he reads something. Fucking John reads something. Could be
like
from a
source.
newspaper clipping. I'm not there yet, John. I had single source. I know who it comes from. I was trying to figure out where it comes from. Like a bathroom wall.
I know who it comes from. It comes from you, John, of course. Jeez.
Yeah, John, there's no Santa or the Tooth Fairy or the short segments. I know these things. I'm not an idiot. There's only leprechauns and Jesus. Come on, man. This guy gets it. Anyway, man, I didn't wake up early to be fucking disrespected like this, John. This is bullshit.
Yeah, so, yeah. Right, you got it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You're just explaining it at this point.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but no, because another thing. Which is fucking hilarious to me because I realize I shouldn't be, but it's so funny. But it's not, but it is. Okay.
I'm placating you.
We're all adults. No, nobody needs that in life. You know what? We're business people and we're here for business reasons. Folks, John's going to read a single source from a single source headline. Single source, farm to table, kind of news to ear. John's sources to your auditory ears. Is there any? It doesn't matter. After which John reads a segment, he's going to put 5 minutes on the timer. We will discuss, debate, dispute, just generally diverge into debauchery for 5 minutes, at which time the alarm will go off and then we will become human again and we will move on with our lives and pretend this shit never happened. John?
So this week is actually a continuation of the previous article, but it's the new segment's title is "The Earth is a Lumpy Potato. Why Gravity Isn't the Same Everywhere."
Potato. You are a lumpy potato. You don't get to read the same fucking source the same 2 weeks in. John, oh, it's not 2 weeks in a row. I don't give a shit when it was. You don't get to do the same thing. No.
I've done it several times. Several times.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I say lumpy fucking potato. What's peacock? Lumpy ass potato.
You've never heard this one because this is the new segment of the same source. So this is the title of the segment. The Earth is a lumpy potato. Why gravity isn't the same everywhere. Despite appearing as a smooth blue sphere from space, Earth is anything but uniform. Its shape is constantly influenced by gravitational variations, which result from uneven mass distribution beneath the surface.
Sounds like another excuse from you round earthers. Here's the deal, bud. I don't have time for this fucking round earth talk. We all know what's happening, and now you're like, oh, well, it's a shape that may be different depending on, you mean from flat? That's right, John. And there's no such thing as the moon. Or no way, there is the moon. We didn't let. Yeah, and also
the sun rotates around us.
It revolves around me.
It revolutions around you.
Right, John. It's not a movement, it's a revolution. Right. It's not a bowel movement, it's a bowel revolution. Every time I hit the cannon, do you hear the people sing? You gotta stop making revolutions in there. Sorry.
Well, just make sure not to televise it because it'll burn people's eyes.
Easy TurboTax.
Now
we're getting Mad Max style.
Mad Max. Hey, shout out to our previous episode. These distortions, known as geoid anomalies, create areas where gravity is either stronger or weaker, causing sea levels to rise or fall in response.
Here, you guys, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a place in the ocean that the sea dips down like 5 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet, like a bunch of feet. And it's just in the middle of the ocean, just like it's a big, it's like God dipping his nuts in the fucking ocean. And no one sees it because God works in mysterious ways.
5 feet, 106 meters, whatever, you know.
You know what? I don't do the metric system, John. I work in pounds and yards, non-meters. I do feet. I do feet and cubits.
Oh, nice.
I do parsecs. And I do gigawatts.
How many?
1.21. Nothing special.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to go crazy.
Right.
All right. So the existence of this is a quote. The existence of the Indian Ocean geoid low is one of the most outstanding problems in earth sciences, says Professor Atreyi Ghosh, an assistant professor at the Center for Earth Sciences, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Quote, it is the lowest geoid gravity anomaly on Earth, and so far, no consensus existed regarding its source.
So do we need to send in our theory? Have they
Yes.
thought about this? Because
No.
right now we can solve the world's problems, John. I've been known to solve many a problem, right? Here and there. I'm kind of like a Pied Piper. No, that's not it. Like a Gandhi. Yeah, I'll go with that. In the local townships, I go from town to town, spreading the good word, John. And I think that I think God's nut is upon us, and I think if we spread this gospel, we can make a difference in the science community. Maybe.
Well, unlike other geoid lows, because this might be important to them, because which are often linked to well understood tectonic and mantle processes, the
Right.
IOGL acronyms origins have remained elusive. Some scientists previously speculated that it was caused by subducted tectonic plate sinkings into the mantle, but no existing theory fully explained the scale of the anomaly until now, my boy Pete.
Oh,
Until now.
It's about time they heard what my theory was. All right. Tectonic lows versus tectonic highs. You got to get tectonic low to get tectonic high. Everybody knows that. Hey, baby, first one's free. You want to fly tectonic high? Yeah, Earth's crust, but you got to get low where the tectonics go. You know what I mean? Because anytime you're hustling on the corner, you gotta have a rhyme, John. That's what I've learned.
That's right.
A lot more business when you're selling to Earth's core if you have a good rhyme. The good patois when you're working with the magma layers of the Earth molten core is always a good approach.
It's good something.
You do what you can.
I repeat, let's have a shot and get into our final segment.
Well, turns out I don't even drink anymore, but I'm going to do this one for you, John.
All right. I'll accept it.
Tuesday night, two-sided pod. We do it every week. Oh my God, 4 years. Don't tell me we're doing more shots. You can't tell me we won't do more shots. Come on, Don. You know it's true. Two-sided pod, boom, boom, is here for you. Come on, buddy. Bing, bing,
Ow!
Eat your heart out, Brian Adams. You would suck it. Sorry.
We can. We are going to finish this up with part 2 of the effects of positive touch.
Here's the deal, John. I talked about this. I want you to know I talked about it. This affected my life in the way that I verbally discussed it with people.
Interesting. I did not expect that.
Yes, I did have verbal and they all said yes. Yeah, 100%. You want a hug? No. And I usually was holding something sharp. I was like, get the fuck back. I like what you're going for, but no, thank you. So I'm with you. Like, it doesn't have to be live touch, and that's what I've been working out in my head. I'm like, I get enough touch. I'm good. Like, I believe people are shells anyway, so it all works out according to plan. We're fine.
Did you say shells?
Shells.
Shelves?
Shells. Not like IKEA shelves, like shells like on the beach.
Oh, like what hermit crabs go into.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're very social, so I don't know what kind of crabs they are.
A lot of shells have crabs.
A lot of shells I know. There was one crab I knew who went up in a cabin and wrote a manifesto. I guess you could call him a hermit, I guess. I don't know. He had a big beard and an angry disposition. John, not a crab I would want to cross. I called him a hermit crab. I don't know if I coined a phrase, but I feel like I defined the old crab who lived up the street. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
So anyway, so there you were touching strangers on the subway saying, no, this is good for you.
Well, you were talking about shells. So do you want to go back to that one?
No. I said mainly people are shells. So I don't like what I touch people are shells. Why would I need to touch? I touch shells all day. Why are shells or shells or shells or shells? What is human touch?
You touch shells all day? Do you work at the beach?
John, I didn't want to let you know, but I did book the reboot of
Blue Hawaii?
Oh, we're going to win this race. John, it's going to be great. I've been spending a lot of time at the beach doing research. I mean, the whole thing is a method. You know what I mean?
Touching a lot of shells, meaning humans.
100%. Oh, but did I tell you I'm the serial killer in this? So 100%.
It's positive touch for you.
Yeah. Method.
Like Knox.
Exactly like Knox. Thanks, Dad. Yep. You think I don't even listen? I listen to your show. I hear what you say, John.
You're in the show. You're in the show.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people who are watching with me would say, no, you're not. You're just a voice box of everything we're thinking. I know. So it turns out that I'm a bot that everyone just yells into their computer, and I just say everything that everyone's saying into their computers, John. That's why it seems like there's no through line, because it's all nonsense, because it's coming from like 15 people. It's not because I'm crazy, John. It's because I have good input.
Oh, you did talk about that forum that you wanted to incorporate of all the pirates and the peanut galleries and
Yar, none shall pass. All walk through here will be doomed by blood. Yar, be warned, says you, by me, I'm I. Well, that'll do it for at least the bylines and through. So if you sign here and click the agree to the terms and conditions, yar, then we can move right along. Okie dokie.
Okay, so it has been proposed. Oh, we're talking about the positive effects of positive touch, right? Yeah. Okay, it's been proposed that social touch. No, he can go away now.
Well, I think that's why I ended up on a ship. I didn't get hugged enough as a kid. Anyway, I'm going to be listening here over by the gangplank. You guys finish up the show. Okie dokie. If you need me, just holler. Just say I or R.
You're going to the gang what?
The gangplank. Yar.
Oh, plank. Okay, cool. Okay.
No. After the show, then we're going to have the big gangbang.
On the gangplank?
No, there's not enough room. It's going to be down in the galley.
See, I already got a gangplank.
Well, we're gonna roll out the barrels to make room.
Barrels of what?
We got barrels of fun. Yar.
If I let you go long enough, you're right. Yeah, there's something there.
I'm saying, John, it's like watching a Roomba work. Like you're bored for a little bit, but then it gets pretty entertaining. Look at this fucking guy go. I gotta say, he doesn't even need a charge, and if he does, he'll find his own.
Okay, so long been proposed that social touch can buffer stress, has calming effects. But there is the underlying conditions and mechanisms of this positive effect that are not sufficiently investigated as of yet.
Right. But because the whole thing is, have you ever been touched super hard on your neck until you black out? Because
lab robots over my across my neck.
I mean, it sounds like a good idea, John, but we'd have to talk it out more. It sounds like it's unexplored.
Well, it's a children's section of a library where you're reading them a children's book, and then a robot comes and chokes you out. Live robots across my neck. Oh, is it all coming back to you?
I can't believe that's a fucking thing. I just said that shit. Yeah. That's brilliant. Number one. First off, I like to give back to the kids, John, and I feel like number one, that's for the children, right? So first off, it's going to be on all my nonprofit violence. Number two, what are robots doing to stop this process? I like it, John. So now we have consent. And also, hey, choking's pretty cool. Oh my God. Oh, grasshopper. Take news from around my neck.
All right. Well, so recent studies show a reduction of psychobiological fear or stress responses in neurophysiological and endocrine outcomes after touch.
What the fuck are you saying, John? Let's use our words. All right.
All right.
So
all right. What
What that means is that
positive touch that you receive positively, right? It makes dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin flow, and makes you feel good, and increases positivity not only in your mental health but also in your biological health, because it gets rid of cortisone.
Right, 100%. So all of those. So basically, if you get touched in a non-sexual way, it releases all of these good things in your body. Your body naturally has a good response, and your mental state has a good response.
Yeah.
Now, John, let's move on to if they touch you in your naughty no-nos, because that response is also pretty fucking positive.
Well, I mean, that is right. We're not necessarily saying.
Do you want me to take my notes out?
I said positive touch. I didn't say non-sexual. I said positive. And so we're including that right up in there. Right up in there.
Yeah, no, I think you're being
right up in there.
You're being a bitch about your.
Right now you're saying
you're saying a non-sexual touch has to. No, man. Here's the deal.
You keep on saying non-sexual.
No, hear me out.
Positive.
I know. Positive, and I'm drawing lines because positive, negative. Positive is in the eye of the beholder. We need strict boundaries of what, because you, being an abused co-host for the last 4 years, if I were to lay hands on you, smack, you're like, oh, thanks, man.
He cares.
Thanks for reaching out. And be like, I know this guy, he doesn't fucking learn. Right? And it's like a mixed fucking bag. But at the same time, you can have like, hey, all right, thanks, pal. And you touch someone at work, like, oh my God, this is, I'm in love. I'm going to get married. And like, oh my God, that's the thing. So mixed signals. So defining good touch, bad touch. I don't know. But you're right. No, there's good sexual touch. There's bad sexual touch. John, why are we going here? Now you maybe say this because now you're positive and negative. Now we're just positive and negative. I don't like that, John. Here's the deal, bud. All right. One of the things, bases and acids, I don't like those. I like listening to bass while taking acid, but I don't like the spectrum judgment and having to pick one or the other. You know what I mean?
What about ace of base while on acid?
Well, I saw the sign. The sign said, "Take acid and then go somewhere else and figure out your music selection."
It opened up your third eye.
And I left the party.
Yeah, so it creates to the receiver, things are okay kind of feeling, which inhibits fear and stress responses. So, calms you, makes you feel good.
Yeah, but here's the deal, bud. I feel like this is where and again, because positive and negative are going to be in the eye of the beholder of I'm going to give, hey, here's a pat on the shoulder and like do a reassuring thing. Like this person's like, don't fucking touch me. Everything you're doing is awful. And you have no social recognition about this.
So that's you to every single person who ever touches you ever.
Anyone who touches me and they don't understand. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool.
They're like shaking your hand. You're like, no.
No, I'll do handshaking. I'll even support the arm, handshake in the arm.
Oh,
but
yeah.
If you come in and like, oh, we're gonna do the thing, like, this guy. I'll fucking murder you in your sleep. I know where you live, and so help me, your mother will cry when she sees what I've done to you.
I mean, you say that every time we see each other, but we still hug for at least 20 seconds.
No, but that's because I'm trying to fucking figure out where all the exits are and like if you are holding anything and like, are you armed? Do you have any contraband that I need to? These
I need
guys,
to.
No.
Hard stop. Hey, you have any contraband that I need to? Better if you were.
Right. Hey, man. Be a lot cooler if you stopped being a fucking bitch and gave me everything you owned.
You might have some contraband that I need to. Well, the sources of this episode of Two Sided have been first segment, sunrecords.com, the Encyclopedia of Alabama, Graceland Museum, and Roots of American Music Trail. Second segment, the National Library of Medicine, Science Daily Magazine, Creative Good Science Center of Berkeley, and MAP, M-A-P-P Magazine, and the short, the Daily Galaxy.
You're just fucking saying things now. The medicine.com. Vicodin. Percocet. Advil. Superlative.
Sunrecords.com. That's the only .com I had in this one. This was actually
maybe you're a .org. Maybe you're a potato. Maybe you're a fucking lumpy potato. All right, John? I look at you from the sky and I see the wall of China, and that turns out to be a lumpy potato being your fucking hairline. You dirty... I'm saying the Great Wall of China. I can see it from the...
Okay.
On the lumpy... Right. Remember? Lumpy potato, Great Wall of China, hairline.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of...
Yep.
If you had a fucking scar like Will Scarlet... Did I wrong you in another life, Will Scarlet? I could have done that, but you don't have any good facial scars. You just have that... fucked up face. No, but that's just your fucked up face.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's what I was pointing at.
I look at your face and I'm like, oh shit, Rocky. Hey, I loved you in that movie with Cher. No, sorry, John. Too soon. Sorry. My sources, John. My sources were happytrailstoyou.edu. I can't believe it's not country.org. Lumpy potatoes, how to cook.gov. It's weird that we have all these sponsorships with our government. I thought we should be cutting fat, but now all of a sudden we're worried about lumpy potatoes. I don't know, John. to weird world we live in. It's a weird, wacky, wild world.
Success.
Yeah, but other than that, John, I got nothing, and I know it's coming next. I know it's coming next.
What is it? Is it your favorite game and mine?
It's gonna be. That's right, folks. Who stole the teacup?
Who touched who the most positively?
Jesus Christ, John. Hey, can you show me on this? Show me on this doll where the angel touched you.
Next, I'm touched by an angel.
Son of a bitch. Dun, dun, dun.
Gabriel touched me in my naughty no-nos.
Bullshit. I rest my case. My Father, my Son, my holy God. I can't believe that happened again.
What is it that's it's time for, my boy Pete?
It's time for why use verbiage when you can't use words is. Here's the deal. Enunciation's gone out the door. Time is, what is the through line? The through line of our 3 segments. That's right, folks. Your favorite game and mine, John's random segments, and his random choice for a through line. So now together, we will figure out what those segments were. Segment 1 was...
The father of rock and roll, the guy who invented it.
That's right. The Phillips head screwdriver magnet extraordinaire.
Samuel Cornelius.
Phillips. Samuel Cornelius. Segment 2 being what it was.
Well, that lumpy potato.
In.
That lumpy potato,
Every
baby.
time. You got to jump in.
Earth is a lumpy potato.
Perfect. Number 2, Earth is lumpy potato. So we have Phillips screwdriver fortune magnet and lumpy potato. And segment 3 being the short is
positive touch.
Positive touch. Folks, if a magnet from a hardware empire touches your potato, just pretend it's positive and don't say a word. Nope, that's not it. No, there's no through line in this, John. You're an idiot if you think there's a through line. Music producer, Earth looks different from above, and positive touch. The hands of a good producer can change the view of the outcome of the world.
Hi, boy Pete. That is correct. Music, science, and touching go hand in hand.
Jesus Christ. That's right, folks. If you liked what you heard, if you can't believe what you've seen, that's right. Go out and get the tattoo of this show. 2-sided pod, the hand of the hand, touches the hand that rocks the cradle. That's right, folks. There's 2 thumbs on each hand, and none of them are facing the right way. Shake, let's get out of here. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that if you stick around in this next segment, we're going to be playing our new through music, which is going to be everything in the pre-show and the post-show. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Great soundtrack. Just a good background soundtrack for a lot of random shit. And I know you're like, hey, don't come back. Let us listen to this music. But that's when we come back, you can go back in and listen. It's a good set. So listen to that, Sean.
How long are we going to be gone? So I'll start playing it when we're not out yet, but we're going to.
It's going to be like 2 minutes. 2
All
minutes,
right.
3 minutes.
There it is.
Or yeah, until you have an actual countdown. Where I'm going to put down when I start playing this our sets with our slideshows 24/7 on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to then have a countdown timer for when we start the show and we come back to the green room. So I think that normally will be a 5-minute countdown, but I think we can put 5 on it. But it seems 5 seems a little. I don't want to lose. Yeah, whatever you want, John. Just get back when you need to. Just do your goddamn work and set a timer.
Well, that doesn't help. So we'll start that next week. For this week, we're going to play a couple seconds, and then Pete's going to come right back in, as he always does, and we'll figure out that whole timer thing. because we don't have a plan and we don't want to lose everybody. So why don't you just come right back in as we've always done before?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So our sponsor, who has all this great music that is going to be our intro outro, has been our intro music for quite a while now. For those listening on the YouTubes before we come in live, and will be further integrated into our amazing and growing almost 4-year-old show. It's going to be in pre-K soon, my boy Pete. It's going to be in pre-K soon. Soon it'll be drinking a little thimbles of brandy.
Gross. You're a horrible parent. And also, I want you to know I've had CPS visit like 5 times. This is bullshit. The infancy of the show is going poorly.
Before we get out of here, my boy Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
No, man. I think it's all pretty good, man. No.
All right, and that's the Pete's Retraction Corner.
No, man. Fuck that. Honestly, no. Tonight, I feel good. I feel loosey goosey. I feel that I got to play outside the lines as I need to. I feel like looking back, what would I change? I think, John, not a goddamn thing. I think I would have been a little bit more aggressive starting off. I think I should have assaulted you as a person a little more often in the beginning, not throughout, just the beginning, just to assert dominance. When you come into a house, you need to chew up their favorite toy and pee on. I mean, never mind. But yeah, no, I think through and through, good show. Good show, man.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, same. Let you get a quick shot. Yeah, let's shoot and get out of this. Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Don't worry about it. I know you're not drinking anymore. Just drink the booze.
I gave it up for Lent. The thing is, I rubbed ash on my forehead. I put goat's blood on my doorstep. I put an old priest and a young priest in my will. John, it was a whole series of events that was trying to shield me from this evil it's about to become. But John, I digress. I will play your game. I will succumb. John.
An old priest and a young priest in your will, and Will is the name of your son.
Quiet, Jerry. Jerry, don't listen to it. You're next.
I put an old priest and a young priest in my Jerry, and then my Knox.
Boys, it's going down the line. Here's the deal. We're not going to talk about it in the will. Raise your glass and lower your expectation. John, come on, stop. Stop, bud. You got to know when to say when. Have a drink.
Cheers. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have an open chat show continuing for those listening live on Stereo app or watching live on YouTube. So if you are here now,
we'll be back. We will be back
of the platform.
I want to hear this music. I'm gonna be take a minute. I'll be back. I'm coming back soon, John. John, come back soon, John.
I will
come back.
But you come back and I'm
coming back too.
Okay,
I'm coming back. Will you come back?
Quickly, I'll do the thing. You know what I'm going to do? So let me just finish the.
No.
All right, stick around. So if you're in this later and want to join us in the green room for after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm Jen L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, annoying as ever in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle @2sidedpod, all one word, and the Stereo app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two Sided. Love you, Pete.
Love you, John. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back in the green room. I had to put that. We need to work this out in some way, shape, or form. I do like that John is keeping that going. I hope his audio is not on. I can't tell. Who knows? Lord only knows. Holy shit! Yeah, we're doing a whole new thing. So if you are watching the YouTube, you should be seeing this. If you're in the stereo streets, John is back. Look at this. Oh no, I take it back. It ain't John, motherfuckers. It's Kurt Casino. Kurt Casino up in this bitch. Sorry. That's what happens to stereo. You know, you look for any beacon in the night. Folks, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. We're in the green room now. That's right. It's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean sandwich time on Wednesday mornings if you're across the pond. And now that's 6:30. Is it? Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, 6:30. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll go with that. Look at me doing math. So, John seems to be back. He's going to be showing up here. Nope, it's still Kurt Casino. Maybe we should bring Kurt in to see if he has anything else to say. Does he know any editing? It's 5:30? Jesus Christ. That's right, folks. 5:30 a.m. Greenwich Mean sandwich time. If you happen to be across the pond right now, it's 10:30 p.m. and 1:30 Eastern. So 10:30 Pacific. It's too much. I can't. Your clocks haven't changed? This is bullshit. So, John, I know you're somewhere. You should be. No, Kurt Casino. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your friend and mine. That's right, Kurt Casino. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody wins money tonight. Slots are loose, and so is my co-host.
Yeah. So I'm just a guy. I was watching this thing and it was pretty crazy. So I was just wondering, do you see that?
Nope.
All right. Well, then give me the star and pop those packets, and I'll do the things I need to do so that you can do that while I do the thing.
Well, hey, bud. I'm with you, but remember we okay. I don't know if I should play the messages because the last messages we had were not good. So should we do a whole segment of bad messages, or you want to be here to see? Or come back at least into the screen for a second, or put up the
fine.
Screen.
You're such a visual person. You need to have that moment. You've been looking at me, buddy, the whole time.
No, John, that you took away the slideshow, and then it's just me. So at least leave the slideshow up. At least leave it.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not going to be...
Do you want to have the underscore going for the people on the YouTubes?
If I'm talking...
Then no.
It's going to... Right? I'm not going to be talking over it. It's going to sound like trash, right?
No, maybe not. Actually, it might be like a nice little underscore because it's a computer... Whatever. We don't need to talk about this too much, but no, it shouldn't.
No, I don't know.
Pretty nice.
I don't know, John. Why don't you go ahead and
no, because you're popping you're popping packets. Let's just go with no underscore.
You're an animal. You're an animal. Look at you.
I love you so much. I love you so much. You're a fantastic person. I adore you.
Stick with what you know. Just I don't want to see just myself. I don't want to see just myself. All right, so I'm popping packets, you said. All right.
Yeah. 2 seconds. Yeah, go for it.
Position my camera for this episode, and I can clearly see that that's a bed up there. I pictured you do all this work, to soundproof yourself in. Is that your bed? Do you sleep up? Do you have to climb up that ladder that I can clearly see to the left? I'm distracted. Like I can't even pay attention to Pete trying to sing right now. I mean singing right now. Dude. Okay. That looks like that's not a twin bed either. That's a big ass bed. See, I can't even focus on the show, John. Way to go.
Hey, John, why do you have a picture? John, you're killing me. Why do you have a picture of just me sitting there? You're killing me, bud. You honestly. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, but the timing and shit, it really got to me. I mean, it's 4:45. So how long has this been going on for? I don't understand time anymore. Fuck time. Time is a construct of the mind and should not be adhered to by any civil human being. I believe that we should wake and rise and sleep with our circadian rhythms, and anyone who says different is trying to sell you something. But also, set your watches back.
Funny you mentioned lumpy.
Yeah, I said back.
Funny you mentioned lumpy potatoes because I almost bought a white outfit earlier and it would have definitely made me look like a lumpy potato, which is exactly the reason I did not purchase said item. The fond memories of shopping.
I love that. I love that. You look at things like, nope. Yeah. The joys.
The peculiar methods of John L. Peacock, skittering to and fro, doing this and that, and yeah.
Dub, I don't know how any one man can be any more right. You express all of humanity's concerns by saying, yeah.
My guys. If anybody isn't watching the YouTube channel, they should be, because there are some dope slideshow pictures, super hot. And now the boys are back on screen. Even more super hotterer. Love you, boys.
Love yous. 100%. Yeah, so here's it's interesting because now we're probably going to be a little different audio. Not sure how that works. Anyway, it's like a copy of a copy of a copy of a Xerox. But folks, if you're in the stereo streets, if you click that link above your head, we're live on the YouTubes. And I would say things are better, but they're not. Actually, audio's probably better in stereo. I don't know, but it's a work in progress. So yeah, John L. Peacock is doing his due diligence as he does. He's as the elite say, the bourgeoisie. He's powdering his nose. We just have to sit here and take up the reins and do what we have to do. Folks, it was touch and go there. I'll be honest, I know I say that a lot. Oh, look at that fucking guy. Who's got a big fish, the big beard? Oh, hell yeah. And it's a big old fish. And a good sound quality. Folks, it's the little things in life. It's the little things that you can get assurances from like a fish in the sea, like a line getting wet. You know what I mean? Life is better when you're living your best life. Look at that. Ooh, come on. Come on, who's getting yellowtail today? Just me and Javier over here. Great. If you guys ever go to YouTube, I highly recommend
getting John Peacock to also do such things. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, friendo.
There he is. Your host and mine, the guy with the shooting glasses, someone who appears to be harmless, but is truly a menace to society, John L. Peacock.
Beep, 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 beep.
What's up, buddy? Hey, how was your green room break? How was I see your glasses are on, so apparently everything went according to plan.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember things and then I forget things and I remember to forget things and I forget to remember things and sometimes I forget to forget things and that's the worst of all because I really want to forget those things.
Brother, here's the deal. I'm going to send you a link to my TED Talk about making a mind palace, right? You want to make boxes in your mind and stuff memories in them and put them away in corners. And when those corners become too full, you put them down in the aorta or in maybe the one of the ventricles. I prefer the left to fill up first. And you just stuff those fuckers in there and you fill up all the space you can and don't remember anything, right? And eventually you won't have to remember ever again. John, it's a little thing we call Mind Palace Mysteries.
Very mysterious.
Fucking there's times and there's places and there's things when I see what can be called a moment of clarity. And there's other times when I say, hey, we need to go back. We need to go back to our roots, back when we were better people and not moving forward with aggressive choices. Like, nope, I see it coming. Nope, I see it coming.
No,
this is
it's not what you
think.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of no buttons, I would like to draw your attention to the lack of buttons in this shot. Shooting glasses optional, rings a must. Folks, right there, that's a pheromone that draws all predators towards me, and then they see my musk. Folks,
you didn't see that one coming, did you?
We're going to call that the local predator starter kit. Folks, if you like what you've seen, if you can't believe what you heard, if you love the visuals, well, folks, for the low price of $99.99, you too can own the Predator Peacock Starter Kit. Comes with a van. It's a 1992, full-sided, no windows, blacked out, little rust on all sides.
It's for taste, really.
Depending on the season you order, either a flannel or a cotton twill button-up shirt with only 3 buttons at the bottom. One set of shooting glasses with a strange substance that may or may not be the brain matter of a victim.
Or mustard.
Or mustard. And 12 rings. Why? Because your thumbs need two. Fuck you and fuck your choices of style.
That's the full pitch, right? That's the box we're selling them.
That's the full box. That's and it's gonna be a little picture of John with like little like kung fu grips, like rings of power, rings of stupidity, thumb rings, and extras for why not? Fuck your couch. Better watch out, Mom. Shooter glasses included. Oh, he's done it again. The John L. Peacock Creeper package. This guy, John.
Creeper package? Creeper package.
Creeper precog package. It's gonna be a bald John O. Peacock laying in a vat of water. Imagining in another box the John L. Peacock Creeper. It's like, I see it happening. We should stop him. He's like, it's too late, baby. I'm here to party. Peacock to the rescue. Tom Cruise not included. John, this is going to be great. When we can pitch this to HBO, well, the Max now, fuck them. Let's go Hulu. I think I respect their choices more, and I think they're going to give us more leeway. Leeway. Doesn't matter. We're going to get one of the two. We're going to...
Weedlay. It's Weedlay.
We're going to... It doesn't matter, John. We're going to fucking deserve it. Whatever we get, we're going to goddamn deserve it. And that's what we're here for, bud.
Weedlay. It's where you get weed and you get laid.
A weedlet.
At
the pitch, the hula pitch, we always make stupid choices. So dumb the way.
Only the lonely dumb way.
And folks, this is why some animals eat their young. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Two-Sided. We're here every Tuesday. That's right, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich Time. If you happen to be, 3 a.m. if you happen to be across the pond because they haven't gone through time change yet.
I did think it was only 1 week. Like it's like 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know why you were thinking
John,
that last week.
Here's the deal: these colors don't run. We win every war we put in our history books. So therefore, John, the thing is, John, what I want you to know, John.
That's why the Civil War is no longer being taught because
it's a true story, true fact. 7 historians actually blew up trying to do the mental gymnastics. Like just fucking like we can't do this anymore. Just take it out. Just fucking take it out. Crazy. And
calls up the lobotomy mobile.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather have a frontal lobotomy than a bottle in front of me. You know what? I'll take the other. I'll take the latter of the two.
Yeah, you get that one. I'll have what's left.
I'll have cake.
We ran out of cake. You get that.
Jesus Christ. I knew we should have got here earlier, John. This is bullshit. You go first. You go first.
Oh, they had a little piece left. I got that one. Anyway.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Ugh. All right. Well, I'll see you in hell.
Yeah, because you'll probably not make it past the first marker.
Your frosting mustache looks like you like a fucking idiot.
You know, you can't sleep in that tauntaun.
There's only so many tauntauns. You'll eventually freeze.
The Tauntauns will revolt. They'll figure out your sleeping pattern and they will arise and they will come back at you. A wall of Tauntauns, an army full of vengeance. You know what you did to Steve? They'd say through their mind communication. You'd have translators at that point. People, do you know what you did to Steve? Who's Steve? My son! Tauntaun attack. John, I've seen it 100 times. It's in the fucking outtakes of Empire Strikes Back. It was right before they left and went to Dagobah because that part sucked, but they couldn't shoehorn in the Tauntaun communication vengeance. So they're like, I guess we'll go with Yoda instead.
Well, the kangaroo community said it's too much like what they do, which is, we'll go back on their tail and just kick you to death. So John, they had to cut it out so that they wouldn't get canceled.
That's a very pouchist approach to take, John. The thing is, we're an open, accepting community. We believe in marsupials and those none of said. Yea, though they be eggs. Yea, though they be pouched. Nay, through any canal possible, we accept thee. We have a T-shirt.
It's true. I believe in hey, how you doing? I'm a fan.
Right. Well, that's what you kids are wearing, but we have standards, John, in the community.
You got that shot ready? Holy crap!
I don't know. I was making drinks, John. Here's the deal. I have to. First things first.
Okay. What's first?
Do, re, mi.
Fa, sta, fi.
No.
What's going on?
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi.
When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi.
No, you haven't seen the word. You just sing do, re, mi, John. You just fucking follow along. And I can't believe we're doing shots on Tuesday. He, he, he.
And I can't believe we're doing shots on Tuesday. He, he, he.
You're the worst.
Oh.
Tuesday, he, he, he.
Tuesday,
You're the worst.
he. You're the worst.
I don't know if you're. Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
I state your name.
State your name.
Jesus Christ.
I can't say that.
Do hereby declare, got him there, kids.
Do hereby declare, got him there, kids.
That these words will not be spoken.
That these words. Oh, right. Got it.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheerio. Pip and all that.
Cow. I know, John, right there. I feel like all the people are left at home, like hanging, like, say the words. Say all the words John can't say. Folks, that's the kind of stuff you're going to have to see in the after hour show.
Right. Yeah. Not I got
a seizure. This guy gets it. Yikes.
It's not the after show wind down, which is the green room. It's the after show, which is the after.
No, it's
behind the curtain.
After hours.
After hours,
it's like,
behind the curtain.
Yikes.
Paid money. No sex in the show, right?
Jesus Christ, John! Everything you do makes everything we say even worse, and you're so like, no, I can fix this. I can fix this. Yeah, you guys like fucking Pinocchio? real puppet?
Lie to me, baby. Lie to me.
I'm your puppet.
Oh, I did just partake in a
Nope.
music video called Marionette.
Right. Did you partake in a music video? I once partook in many a music video. I partook in a I believe it was some sort of a sacrifice. I don't know. I didn't really approach. I didn't pay front row seats kind of style, but I was there. Like something happened. I don't know. Like definitely something was summoned. I don't know. I partook. Does that make me a partaker? Have I partooken? Partook? Yay!
Partook.
The partooks. It's one of the the Bagginses, the partooks, the son of Thrain, son of Thorn, king under the mountain. All the partooks were there.
Partooks. No, partique. Paka, paka.
Partique. This fucking guy. Folks, this fucking guy. I don't know if you've seen him lately, but he comes around once a week. This fucking guy. John L. Peacock. I'm here for the show. Hell yeah, John, sign me up. Where you been? You're just coming here now? You were fucking reading dates and names and you're fucking like roll call. Peacock. Florence Snake. Phillips Screwdriver. Flathead. And all 1920 something else. Fuck you, John. This is the guy. This is the guy we showed up for. Man. Hey folks, if you like this, you gotta sift through all the bullshit to get here.
You're really enjoying yourself right now. Good luck, because it might not happen again.
John's a fucking hoot, you guys. He's not that staunched up piece of shit we all know all the time. The real fucking asshole. Just like, bleh, bleh, bleh. I'm a real piece of shit. Like he says that a lot with his actions and his fucking speech and his eyes.
Not my words. I don't use those.
He doesn't use curse words. He just is a real piece of shit. Then, just when you think he can't get worse, he goes and redeems himself with his shooting glasses and his devil-may-care attitude. Fucking John, showing up to the party. This fucking guy. We goddamn love you. I knew you were in there somewhere. You're like fucking...
Robin Williams?
Oh, there you are, fucking John L. Peacock. Fucking manipulate your face. There you are. Fuck yeah, bud.
I'm a John L. Peacock. You gotta let me fly. Yeah?
I'm a little peacock, dumb and drunk. Here's my shooting glasses. Where are my buttons? When I get all hammered, I pour my shots out into my belly, and then I get drunk. John, that makes no sense, and I don't know why you would sing that to kids. Seems like you should not watch any children.
I'm just waiting for those robot hands to come on out and send me to sweet, sweet bliss.
So I just think that someone should make maybe a music, some sort of a sample, some sort of a dubstep, some sort of a something of robot hands. Because robot hands, John, I forgot about that, but that's gold, John. Not only is it funny, but it's scientifically sound. All the things you said back to me trying to make fun of it, like all of those things sound great. Like I think I could literally argue that to the UN today and probably get a grant, John. Or if I can't, John, I would then go to Hulu and try to sell the movie rights, because that would make a fucking awesome show of me trying to go to the UN, John, to sell robot hands across the necks of librarians. John, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's like a children's story. That's a Newbery Award winner. That's like it's a specific reading for 4th grade and above. John,
you're like Fred Rogers going to Congress. You say, live robots, hands across my neck, and they say, you just won yourself $25 million.
Goddamn straight, because I'm wearing a cardigan. Number one, that's the thing.
It's for the children.
Subdue them.
For the children.
Subdue with the cardigan for the children, and you change. Once you get to Congress, you change your shoes. You put on different shoes. They're like, what is this guy? He's all about the kids, is what they say. And I say, yeah. I say, yeah, but also robot hands.
Live robot hands across my neck.
You had me from cardigan.
Staunchest senator. It's like, yeah, you're in. It's to children, and they get to hear like a quarter of the book
it's
minimum.
for the children. The whole thing is my people in my district always support the children. And if there happen to be robot hands across your neck in support of the children, well, who are we to stop said robots from supporting said children by putting their hands on your neck?
It's what gives the money back to the libraries, the funding back to the libraries.
100%, the whole thing. Because if we embrace technology and autoerotic asphyxiation, John,
and showing it to the children.
Cornerstones of America, John.
Education.
These colors don't run from robot hands.
Right. They just say nice, bright red. Just bright red.
Right. It's a lighter shade of blue.
It's a positive touch.
Well, that's fine as long as you don't play any music from a lighter shade of brown. That's a great band, but we can't have any of their music in the libraries.
After we banned 50 Shades of Grey, we had to find some other shades. So the lighter shades of blue are going to work.
There's no way you'd ever ban 50 Shades of Grey, John. It's a good series. It's great acting. The whole thing is, it gives you a lot of ideas to train the robots. You know what I mean? It's specifically a training tool. It's hope for the future, John. When I look at any of the 50 Shades of movies, I look at 50 Shades of progress.
You want to put, speaking of progress, you want to pop those packets with progress?
Yeah, I do, John. I do. Progressively. Only if there's consent, I'll pop the packets.
Hey, look, I'll make you guys a deal.
Yep.
If you subscribe to my podcast by clicking on my face and going to the YouTube link, I'll subscribe to yours. It can be a good old-fashioned subscribe off, and we each win out the deal. The only reason I need you to subscribe to mine is so I can get to the 50 live views. I'm sorry, the 50 subscribers, so we can take our podcast live. That said, we uploaded one tonight. It's going to be up there in about an hour. But thank you guys for hosting. Thank you guys for listening, and carry on.
Jack Wolf. John, I'm going to come back to this because, yes, we are. And, yes, we are going to support that hustle because that is a hustle. And I have more to say about that. But respect that hustle, my boy. Respect that hustle.
Long time listener, first time caller. Robot auto asphyxiation is what I'm walking into here.
Giddy up, baby. Welcome to the party.
I am waiting for the robot hands to bring me my bag of discs. Just
looking for
like a man discs.
Looking for robot love hands in all the wrong places. It's a robot choke down in the library. Come on. Just listen to the children scream about the librarian. Come on, John. I need to go back, listen to Jack Wolf. I followed him.
Oh, did you? Okay, we should follow him.
I gave him a follow. And on YouTube, I'm going to follow him. So send that link. Anyone listening out there, if you put it in the chat for us, T first C D, the letter FIRST. Looking to you, John. There you go.
Okay.
Do that,
Yeah.
send that out.
I mean, he's got 16 followers. He's following 50.
Bro, do you remember that? Do you remember that grind? Hey, bro, let's do a retrospect right now, you and me. Do you remember the hustle? Do you remember the grind? We're like, you were going to be somebody. My mom's going to be proud of me. I swear to God. None of that ever happened, but yeah, no. Try to get to the 50 to be able to go live, to get all of those, putting those out and sending those, and the negotiations we did with people in the show. I think year 2, if you look at the negotiation, I think there's a negotiation week when you were like, come on, man. Come on. We just need, come on.
Oh, it's when we got to 100. It's when we got to 100. I remember that.
When we got to 100. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We saw it go up. I think it was 97, 98. All right. Thank you. And we shouted out to each person. You know, when we used to do shout outs, I think after that, I think that was the moment when you officially tried to kill the shout outs.
No. If you listen to the show, there's no way to kill you in shout outs. You're an idiot. You shouted out our previous show. Our show that is an inanimate piece of shit that was not a good reference. Shout out to our show. So no one's listening. No one cares on the other end except a shit show that we did. So you're like, shout out to John. Which is stunning.
Shout out to shout outs.
Shout out to Lean Closer. Like you're a million miles away and you look like a shooter who's trying to fucking fade into the distance. I can see your ladder to heaven more than I can see your shoot. No, bud. Come on, shooting glasses. Jesus. We got some good people there. Pop those packets.
What the hell is going on, fellas? It must be Tuesday night because I turned on my television and my boy Pete and John L. Peacock was looking over at me here. He was over there talking about robots and all that stuff, and let's just say that I'm going to get rid of all robots. And if they come here again, they're going to come here one way, and that's legally. Okay.
That's great. Yeah, no, it's hard. I realize sometimes people tune in halfway through the show and we're in the middle of a tirade, left turn rant. Great people. Hell yeah, Doc. Good to see you, Mr. Dixon Mason.
I got 50 dildos. My 50 dildos. And yes, dub part 2 times 2. We're dubbing our lives away. We are as one, as we is one, as we are all together. I am feeling filthy now. Let me take a shower.
Leaning in hot, leaning in hard. Appreciate the tenacity.
Dubbers, we are dubbers, we are dubbers, was it dub together? That's a little dubstep for you. What do you think?
It was good. I give it a 6. Had a good beat. Tap my toes.
Just like Carl Perkins. You keep on giving 6s. You're really into 6s for this episode.
Well, the whole thing, John, I don't want to blow it. When I see something good, John, you'll all know it. Otherwise, I don't want to be mean either.
Me neither? I don't want to be mean either.
No one would.
But Howlin' Wolf, greatest discovery anyone ever made.
Well, I would beg to differ. Have you heard of sliced bread, John? Big thing these days.
Well, I mean, is that a discovery or is that an invention? Because there's bread, but then there's sliced bread, but that's like a different thing. It's like
no.
There's the old supercomputers from the 40s, and there's a PC.
Nope. So here's the deal.
All right.
A discovery. So invention, discovery. So when you discover something,
right?
So what is a discovery? How is that different than an invention?
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
How is that different? No, that's what I'm asking you.
A discovery is different from an invention because an invention is something that's made. A discovery is something like the discovery of electricity through lightning is a discovery. You didn't make it.
Right.
You discovered how to harness it.
Right, John. So let me ask you this, John.
All right.
Did I discover you or did I make you? Right? And that, my friend, is a question for the ages. Only the annals of history will let us know when the podcasting Hall of Fame says no, but he wasn't made, he wasn't bought, he wasn't sold, but he was also not sold or made or bought, but he was not processed or made or sold, he wasn't shipped or kickboxing was mainly what he talked about, which is weird because he doesn't. Anyway, I think we should let him in, John. Our thing is, was it a discovery?
Are you confusing me with Joe Rogan?
No, I think what you're confusing is the fugue state with the fever state, John. So what I need you to do now is take a breath. Right? Pour yourself a shot, gather your wits about you, right? We're men of honor, men of valor. Our houses smell of rich Corinthian leather and walnut. Right? Let's become the gentlemen we are. Let us drink. Forget about the past, John. Let us move forward with the future, John. No more will we dwell in the failures of the previous show. We will now only move forward. John.
Wait, I thought you said it was a good show.
Well, yes, it is, John. It's not in my ability to say if things are good or bad. I don't believe in criticism. John, what I believe in is supporting oneself. John, I love your show, John. Oh, my. Lovely.
Massive failure, but I loved it. Massive failure.
Well, John, are you... Oh.
Stupid. It's so stupid.
I know you encourage, and I don't want to partake, but you insist, and so I continue. Shh, quiet line. Oh, we're gonna have to cast you out. You know, there's only so much oxygen left in the biosphere. Do we call it the biosphere? Do we call it?
It's a green room. Green room.
Oh, green room. There's only so many cucumber sandwiches. We're gonna have to send John out into the hallway. What I mean, that's a reference to his oxygen and coughing. I think. You guys with me?
You know what skinny girls like for dessert?
What, John? What do they like?
Lady fingers.
Shut your mouth. That's cannibals, John.
Because it's skinny.
Hey, you know what cannibals like for dessert?
What's that?
people.
Cheers to that. Hey guys, you're welcome for listening. Wow. I like it.
Do you remember
The 9th
remember-
of November?
Oh, that's right. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he made his house was a home. And when a two-sided pod came to town, Tuesday night, everybody looked down. Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Pacific. 8 p.m. Eastern, everybody is with it. 4 a.m., 3 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich sandwich time. Across the pond on Wednesday mornings, if you have the time. Come on, everybody knows the time. Tuesday podcast is on the line with John L. Peacock, yeah.
Yeah.
And my boy Pete bringing up the hell yeah. John, did you see what I did there? I rhymed yeah with yeah. So
Well,
a lot of people
you
can't.
rhymed it with heck yeah, or whatever you said.
A lot of people can't do that. They don't have the verbal acuity. Well, we like to call it in the biz to say, is that a yeah or a yeah? You know what I mean? Yeah, or yeah.
Oh, acuity. Yes. I heard about acuity. It's a four-sided.
What is the
sound of one hand clapping?
I know you want to do a shot, John. Leave that shit alone. We just did that all alone. Come on, John. You don't do a shot right now.
Do a shot right now?
Don't do it. No,
gonna
you're
do
not
it.
doing one.
Oh, why would I?
Not gonna do it.
That
Not
would
at
be
this juncture.
ridiculous.
So
Read my lips. Not gonna do it. No new taxes. Those early 90s political buffs out there. It's like that's a killer. That gets them every time.
folks, if you like that, you'll love his next bit on hanging chads.
It's chodes. It's spelled weird, but it's chodes.
That's why he didn't win. Man, he was saying wrong. Crazy.
Next on WHORE. All right.
W Whore Radio. Fucking your ear canals every week at Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. W Whore. Ooh, yeah, Poppy. Coming at you live.
WHORE time. 2:15.
2:15. Shit, I'm late. That's right. It's 2:15. Bitch better have my money. W Whore. Coming at you live. And if you don't have my money, gonna make that ass slap. All right. Coming at you the 10s and 12s. John, here's the deal.
What's next on WHOR?
I believe that our future.
There you go.
Let them call themselves what they want to say. Identify how all you do that stuff.
It's called work,
Stuff
my Pete. It's the oldest profession in the world.
John, I disagree because I believe extortion is, and I think your little knowledge of world history has left you palpable and subjected to a little thing we need to call protection money. So if you come around here anymore with any more of the oldest business in the world, you're going to be infringing on our territory, John. So you're going to need to pay up for the oldest business in the world, extortion, baby. Pay up.
Are you asking the age-old question of who came first, the whore or the whoremonger?
Hey, hey, everybody's scared. He sounds like a cop. Look at his glasses. Look at this fucking guy.
I'm sorry. The preferred nomenclature of the time is the sex worker or the pimp.
Bum 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 bum. Dun. Whore Radio, that's right, coming at you, the 5th inning stretch drop brought to you by WHR, WO, WROH, WHORE, we can't spell radio. That's right, folks, because we're out there busy walking the streets and making that money, making the man happy.
I'm dyslexic, and you love anagrams? That's it, yeah, anagrams.
Get up and stretch your legs, buy some popcorn, and tip that whore next to you. Or make an appointment for later on after the game, because this game sucks. I highly recommend leaving to get out from the parking early and take one of these whores with you. Whore Radio. All right, folks.
WHOR time, 2:18.
We're here live in Chapter Whore. It looks like a big pile up on
Susan.
That's what we call the interchange. That big whore. That truck would not fit in, Susan, as we told you a number of times. Eye in the sky. All right, we got the Mega Doppler Whore 2000. All right, looks like a storm front of bad decisions and cheap sex work coming in from the east.
I mean, not cheap, inexpensive. Come on, be nice.
Well, if you wait until Tuesday, after the rush comes out, you will see from the rodeo crowd there will be a cheap and expensive version of said sex workers. So stick around, folks. The Whore Doppler 27,000 is here for you. Weather at your service.
WHOR time, 2:19.
Folks, I know you don't like to do it, but once a month we do have to have our fundraiser. We are sponsored by and brought to you by Only Open Hand slaps to the face and donations from our listeners.
It's the live robot hands across my neck fundraiser. Ladies and gentlemen, only open hands and slaps across the face are the only things we'll be taking tonight. Thank you. WHOR time, 2:20.
Touch you, touch me with robot hands, choke me freely.
Well, I'm reading children's books to children in libraries.
No, John, shut up. I'm doing the telethon. This is a hot mic. I don't need the stage manager trying to help along. Touch you, touch me. John, I need a spot. I need gobos and blue gels. You guys fucking make it sexy. Touch me with robot hands.
We are the robots. We have our hands across Pete's neck.
Can't believe the Patreon is not the thing we're promoting yet. Come on, John. There's a choice we're making on Tuesdays at Two-Sided. If you go to Patreon or Fans Only with Farmer Friends. But seriously, we're on Fans Only, Friends Only, Patreon Only.
Well, Fans Only is our page that just has like the small models, the box models, the window models, right? The hanging.
Right. If you actually DM me, I will send you my my login for nope.
with small models, box models, window models, and hanging models. And I'm talking about Fans Only. What am I talking about again? I'm sorry, I lost the thread.
No, the whole.
Are there models?
I was trying to get past that point, John. I didn't want any of those.
They're fans.
The model aficionados or the serial killers to start following, John. We have a certain.
They're fans. They reached out to us. Yeah. We're talking about the same thing, right? The models.
Right. Look at my hands, officer. Look at my hands. It
The
doesn't
hanging
work
model
all the time, John.
of the fans.
You're trying so hard with this, bud. let's pop some packets.
Let's pop some packets. Hold on 1 second.
Ooh, there's some packets.
Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Give it a 6. I can. Yeah, it's gotta get queef. I can chop my home.
Oof.
Ricola for John. Would you like a Ricola? Because I have like a package with a because right now like I want Yeah. Your verbal cucumber me. I love cucumbers. My boys.
Pickle them cucumbers.
Hanging Chad. Thanks for the memories, guys. Anybody that actually was the hanging Chad for Halloween.
Nice.
Oh, God bless America.
See, John, I take these big fuck your couch swings.
Yeah.
I take them and they're stupid.
But they are.
I know, man. They hit somewhere in the world. I want you to know. 90% of the time, my shit hits 1% of the time, and 1% of the time it hits.
You're the Babe Ruth. Where you're pointing, you're showing, and you're mostly missing.
Eating a lot of bacon.
Smoking a lot of cigars.
Have gout.
Maybe gave a recipe to Elvis as a young kid with some peanut butter and a little bit of banana.
Hey, boy, the one thing I know about the moving of the hips is you got to point at your game and eat a lot of bananas and peanut butter. Fried.
That's your Babe Ruth?
I think that's how he sounds. I think that's how he was.
No, just because he was first with the Red Sox doesn't mean he was from Boston. He was a Yankee mostly.
Yeah, but I think that he was fucking imported. I think he was from Boston, John. Where was he born?
He was born in Cleveland.
Okay, now, John.
Cleveland?
Now, Ohio.
Any idea what an Ohioan accent sounds like?
Yeah, I have to hear it for a second, but I can hear it for when there's one, because this is more we're Wisconsin and now we're gonna we're gonna go back to that's in the Minnesotas and up in the northern, so we're gonna take it left.
You passed Ohio way long ago.
John, give me a little break here.
Give me something. Oh, shit, you're getting all this Arby's and disdain all over me. Telling me give me something. Tell me what you think the one is, and I'll tell you you're wrong, and I'll do it better.
Well, I mean, people from Cleveland don't really think they have an accent at all.
People
they just have a little, maybe their soft palate is just kind of a little softer. That's what I said. That's not an accent. That's not an accent.
That's what I know.
Right, that's not Boston. That's not even New York. Come on.
That's what I said.
It's just a little what?
That's what I said. I know. That's what I said.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, you totally did that.
No, I know, but not that. That's not John.
It's not that. Oh, it's not that. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. My boy.
We're just moving past all the things. I believe in education for all the people across America, and one of the things in Ohio is we believe in equality for the kids, and the Gulf of America should be taught in schools.
Yeah. You know, I used to play.
I think that is pretty much
trumpet.
Wrong. No. Everything that I'm relying on you to give me, and then that I do it, and then I'm like, yeah, we're both satisfied. That is blind leading stupid to a drunken party of fools. John, you must be destroyed, and I should go along with you, because I realized my folly in this, that I was like, hey, John, tell me what to do. And you're like, I will do it. And I was like, I will listen to you. My first mistake was, John, what is the right thing? My second mistake was listening to you. My third mistake was trying again. And you're like, yeah, good. And you moved on. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I need to call this out. No, John, we don't get to move on from this. You're an idiot, and I don't know any better. I'm a buffoon who must be toyed with. Yep, I'll take it.
Yep. Yeah. You know, that's a form of clowning, buffoon.
Where's my toys? Where's my toys? I must be toyed with, John. 100%. I don't need your shenanigans. I look for truth. I look for gems. I'm like, do you remember, John? Do you remember the movie Lady Hawk?
Lady Hawk or Lady Bird?
Did you hear the words that I coughed out of my mouth?
Not fully.
So you said it first. I love the people who like, did you say Lady Hawk? Yeah.
You said, do you know the Lady Hawk or Lady Bird?
You know the movie Lady Hawk?
No.
Matthew Broderick?
No.
Wow.
Do you know Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No.
Matthew Broderick.
Wow.
See?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Do you know War Games?
No.
Matthew Broderick.
Wow. Do you know Plaza Suite?
Nope.
Matthew Broderick and SJP.
Aubrey Plaza? Wow. Do you know Parks and Rec?
No.
Aubrey Plaza.
Wow. Do you know Aubrey Plaza?
No.
Neither do I. Wow.
Wow. Hey man, you want to see a dead body?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's about goddamn time. I've been at this party for like 2 hours and no one has offered to see a corpse. What kind of fucking party is this?
This body is dead already.
If the night has come and no one has offered to show a corpse, then the party is dead on arrival.
Oh, I will smoke weed about that, John. I
I'm
will
looking for
aggressively and
it.
actively fucking smoke weed, John. Here's the deal, bud. We don't get chances like this often where you're having fun, I'm having fun. I don't want to kill you.
It's true.
I don't have any fucking bodies in your closet. I aggressively, when you have your glasses on, I feel like, oh, I'm in the middle of work. I gotta move this duffel bag once the show's done. Let me ask you this. Is your trash day on Wednesday? Do you take a big load of duffel bags out to the dumpster on Wednesday morning? Hey man, I get done around 4 a.m. and things get weird, but you know what I mean? Two-sided style. Daddy's gotta make his ends meet.
Here's the thing. It's not trash day, it's recycling day, and it works for me. I can't go into details, but it works.
Here's the deal. I do the most work I can on compost day, right? I know we're vegan, but it turns out there's a lot of meat-based products to go out. Giggity. Oh, John, your compost bin runneth over, you fucking hippie goddamn troglodyte. How are you? You know what? I'm not going to say how. I just say you are one of the people who opened my eyes to that people can be everything in the entire world. Like, how can one person be like, and just fill in all of those blanks?
Well,
Yeah.
It's the
And
statement.
No. You fill in all of those things like this and this and well, have you met Peacock? This and this and that. Well, you met Peacock? Fucking how can you be so well read and such an idiot? How you can be so aggressively well dressed and a fucking troglodyte at the same time? A choice of being a school shooter and a congressman on a shooting vacation.
I believe it's the statement of he contains multitudes that might help you understand more. You know?
Nah, man. Nah, that's not it. I think it was right around Barstow when the drugs begin to take effect. I think that's the answer we're looking for.
Yeah, you might be right.
Easy there. You're good. You're wearing it like a yarmulke, so it doesn't work. Not the same effect. No. Not that. There you go. All right. I like it. I like when you get excited about things because, right? It's like if you take his fucking yarn away, he starts screaming, hitting himself in the head.
What?
You got to give him his. No, I'm just saying you got to give him his thing and he's focused on.
You know,
focused on my hat. Give him his hat. Just give him his hat. Just give him his hat. If he doesn't have his hat, he'll start hitting himself in the head.
There's a possibility. I know I got this with you. There's a possibility you bought it for me.
Bro. Yeah. There's a high possibility. It was probably the same. Was that the time we did bail money for you? Actually,
you had it.
You know what? I'm going to go on a limb. I had no recollection, but I remember the Vegas trip, and I'm guessing because of you, and it was your birthday and your thing. And I know you just generally that you wouldn't buy a hat like that for like $20 of your own accord. So I'm going to go on a limb and say I probably did.
I think you did.
I regret it. I regret it now so much, bro. I actively, aggressively regret it that you bring it out to haunt me. Like, oh, I fucking did this one thing. I fucked up one time.
And this way, you have to actually explain to the people on the stereo streets who can't see it.
Man. No, you don't. I can give metaphors, John. I can give metaphors. You know that one time in high school you accidentally fucked your sister's friend, and it was like, I shouldn't have done that, and like it was or it was someone who was associated with you somehow, a thing, like this is a bad thing. It's a bad choice. It's going to come back to haunt you because you're going to have to see this thing all the time.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday, and then for the rest of your life.
At Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's 3 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you're across the pond. Fucking, if your sister brings her home from college on fucking Thanksgiving or Christmas, like, you're fucked. Bro.
It's my older sister. She seduced me. Wait, what are we talking about?
What? I got scared right there too. What are you talking about?
Well, my older sister's friend.
Anyway.
She was in college. I was in high school in this metaphorical, fictional thing we're talking about, right? Becky?
Jesus Christ, Sean. Sorry, Becky. Nobody's home. Let's play some messages because I don't know if you can see yourself. Like, your hat looks great. Bro, I adore you, but you're like oof.
What were you saying about me being a lot of different things?
Fucking plug into the goddamn recorder. Like, you're a piece of shit right now. Jesus Christ. Yep. Well, no, there isn't. Oh, there is no radio station that has the call letters WHOR, because their call letters were WHER. And I said, if they changed it, it would be. And then that's where we went the whole tangent. So what I'm hearing is that we can get to be W-whore. Coming to you with the 10s and 12s. Fuck your couch, John. All right. The time is 11:38. Domain purchase tomorrow. Goddamn straight.
My boy Pete, that shit just hits different at 2:25 in nighttime or in the morning, however you want to look at that. But then we got John L. Peacock. That shit just hits different at 11 p.m. on Tuesday for about 20 minutes. Amen.
Right? No, that shit hits different. Do you remember that show? I remember that show. That was great.
Day can be a disease that carries your dreams straight into the grave. The man death simply forgot. What it was is most often what is not. Pain-tinted windows offer a view of the deep bleeding heart inside of you. And the call is coming from inside the house. Gaslight from the get-go. Steel-toed boot to the face forever. Turn of a phrase on its head, so clever. Exist on the fringe, a drifting clue. Margins are shaded, testing the glue. The party's going on and you have to leave. Maybe that's a cause to celebrate or an opportunity to grieve. Heard it one time, forgot it all, stared at the mission scribbled on the wall, looking for America under each seat, still holding on to this crumpled receipt.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. If that's not yours, that's fucking great.
No, it's not. It's a little too lyrical for it, but it sounds Bukowski-esque.
Wow. That's fine. Like I like how you're trying to come in and like say it sounds like it's Bukowski-esque. It sounds like it's, but your first instinct was nope, it's not because it's too lyrical. That's an interesting take, John, because I'm kind of shocked. I want you to know that you know Dub, I know Dub. Dub was a goddamn wordsmith, and if he took his goddamn time, he could fucking write any of that fucking things by himself. He can.
You're
write
100% correct. I made an assumption.
Bukowski. Hey man, hey.
My apologies.
Hey, look to your left. Look to your books on your left. See those books? Pick one. Any of those books? Don't just think about it. Like, and that book? Yeah. Yep, that's the one. Don't pick it out. Yep, that's the one. Fuck that. Dub can write that better lyrically.
Yep.
Fuck him. Fuck that writer. You're giving too little.
It was Hell's Angel, Hunter and Thompson.
100%. It's a great book. Dub could live a harder life. Dub, here's the deal. We're going to do an internship with John. Nope. That's a simple, easy peas and carrots. It's a mentally difficult trudge. Doesn't matter. Dub, I see you, man. I don't know which one it is. It could be, I might be fighting the wrong fight, but I believe in you, and fuck John for coming at you like that. Well, number one, fuck John, but also I believe in you. But also, fuck John. No, fuck his couch. No. John, your hat looks stupid. John, I don't like your glasses. John, button your shirt. John, get a haircut. Get a goddamn job. All right, fair enough. Love you, bud. Plug in. Your mom says, hey.
The land disc. Oh, I thought you were singing. Oh,
And the home of the brave. Play stupid. Hell yeah. It's about time somebody calls it.
It takes a village to raise kids and stuff. It takes a village to listen to you, Tim.
Yep.
A lot of support there. And John, did that, Mr. Peacock, did you get a bowl of soup with that hat?
Bowl of soup, carton of eggs, loaf of bread, stick of milk, bong of blintz, smoking a pancake.
The penny drops.
See? Fuck you, John. Fuck you, John. I told you. I fucking told you, bud. Ooh. What a dick holster web we weave when first we peacock John L. Con to conceive. Fuck you, John. Like you, yeah, no. I knew it was Dub, dude. I know who's right.
So you do realize that I started with.
Here we go.
It can't be his because it's too lyrical.
It's too lyrical. No,
but
I know.
It sounds
John.
very Bukowski-esque, which I felt was a compliment.
Right.
And I didn't say it wasn't Dub's. I didn't say it wasn't Dub's because it was too lyrical. I said it wasn't Bukowski's because it was too lyrical and beautiful. And so I thought I was giving him a great old compliment. And you're like,
speaking of backstepping, John, here's the deal.
Did I say one word since you went on your little tyrant? No, I waited.
No, but your first thing was, no, I don't think that's Dub's. Too lyrical.
I didn't say Dub's. I said I don't think it's his because Bukowski is not lyrical enough.
I didn't say Dub's. I said his.
Ah, man,
I don't think it's Dub's
100%,
because
I did say his, but in the context, you could easily hear. That,
ooh,
no,
look
it's because
at you,
of what you
John. Hey, bud, I love you, but hey, shh, quiet.
But it sounds very Bukowski-esque.
Right. What it sounds like is you're backstepping.
I am not backstepping.
Hey, you should run for a governorship or a senatorship. He's like, nope, that is not what I said. And we all heard what you said.
Actually,
sometimes
I know what I said. I can say it word for word. I don't
This is
believe
where
his because it's too lyrical,
I
but it
don't
sounds very
believe I can't
Bukowski-esque.
believe
And
it's
so
not
I was
his.
saying, I don't believe it's
I'm just
Bukowski's,
saying it's not what it wants to
but it's
be.
too lyrical
But
for
it's too
Bukowski.
lyrical inside me now. Bukowski done just died.
And so I was very much giving Dub
I was
a
very
compliment.
much giving Dub a compliment to ride. Right on, Dub. Right on, Dub.
Right on.
See what I did? I was taking all your bullshit and turning it into a song. Come on, Dub, you've been right all along.
I don't
So many times and places everywhere.
But it sounds very
The
Bukowski.
lyric.
So at first I thought it was
that I thought I
Bukowski.
was so unaware. Bukowski comes and what a stare.
I was
We
like, that can't
found
be
a
Bukowski.
place and then we went.
It's very Bukowski.
John Ho. So Bukowski strikes again.
With
John,
this crumpled
that's gonna be
receipt.
Bud.
Still holding this crumpled receipt.
You're a balls and sack.
That's the end of the poem.
So you remember the last line of the poem?
Yeah.
Good for you, bud. You have won way too many a fight with a very timid partner because you don't understand how arguments work and how people understand your stupidity and your bullshit. We see through everything.
I feel it was more lyrical than Bukowski, so I knew it wasn't him.
That sometimes,
but as a fan of the poet Charles
L.P.
Bukowski,
Cox a liar, and other times we should call him some names. Folks, you like this part? If you like it, sing along. Why are there John L. Peacock lies about us? Every Tuesday it's the same. Maybe next week we'll find a new direction. Two-sided the podcast and you. Come on, John. Bro, you don't have to prove a point and read a poem, Bukowski. I need you to please stay in the moment and don't try and prove a point of reading yourself wrong. We're in a moment to do a funny thing. I need you to be here, please.
What?
I'm begging you. And there's been moments
I'm not here right now. Keep going. No, I'm good.
No, I actively, John, I need you to stop. So I'm asking you.
I thought that was a little funny.
You're
right. I had stopped.
You're right. You were not saying it was not Dubs. You were saying he was just like Bukowski, and that's how good he was. So you are right. I was wrong, and we can move on. So you don't have to keep going.
Don't concede. That sucks. I like a good fight, my boy Pete.
No. The thing is, I will do anything to make you stop looking at books. It's like I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna pull in my next act in the fucking first radio show stripper.
WHOR.
Sorry, folks, there's no video. The whore's coming to town and stripping on the radio. That's right. The next 28 minutes is just hardcore stripping music and these sweet, sweet dancers in front of you. Oh, I don't know how you're not losing your mind now on the freeways. Coming to you on the 4s and 5s, WHOR, stripping down to the onesies and twosies.
WHOR time, 2:50. Another back in the pop.
All right.
I'm asking. Right. I'm not looking. Come on, man.
Here's the deal. If we took a vote on who's right and who's wrong in the stupidity level of whose aggression should be more understood and supported, You're on the fucking receiving end of all the get your shit together responses. John, I know I'm going to get like 17 or 18%, but that's not a fucking majority. And here in this house, we have to pass not only the local house, we then go to regionals. And if we win state, John, we can make you look like a fool. Nasty. Boom, baby. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. You might win a game. You might win a fucking tournament, John. But look at the goddamn scoreboard. And I can say scoreboard because we go to the scoreboards. We go to the store. I was once at the scoreboard store, and I was like, do you have any scoreboards? Like, wrong place. It was like, this is too confusing. They both seem like constants. Like, they are, and they're not that close together. It was like, they should be. Are your stores? And like, they are. And it was like, that's very convenient. It was like, I will go next door. Thank you. And anyway, so I went from the store to the store. John, it was a very confusing day. Anyway, I came away with a lot of great buys. Anyway, if you look up here, the scoreboard, the store scored, John, everything will be revealed in time.
Played by Skarsgård. Right. Yeah, I know.
Oh, bro. 100%. If we can get her on the show. Scarsdale's? Skarsgård. Willem Skarsgård. Skip. Shh, you're fine. Kazune.
I knew it was double me times two. See, I write the shits, peacocks. I mean, Dub writes his shits. I mean, part two writes his. But anyways, it's a loaf of bread, a stick of butter, and a gallon of milk, my man. Make sure you write it down, she says. No, I got it. A loaf of bread, a stick of bread, a loaf of bread.
Carton of milk. Carton of milk.
Gotta remember your shit.
Carton of milk. Carton of milk. I think it's carton of milk. Is it carton or gallon? I think it's carton. And he gets there and he's, I remembered. Hell yeah, you remembered, son. Everybody gets a hustle sticker. Fuck yeah. Celebrate the little wins, my boy. Celebrate the little wins. You ain't going to get money in the future. That's what Sesame Street didn't tell you, John. That's what Sesame Street didn't tell you. Celebrate them little wins. When you take away a good interaction with Oscar the Grouch, fucking celebrate that shit. Fucking take a little moment for yourself, kid.
Get a job, Grouch.
Get a fucking job, you goddamn bum.
Get out of the trash can. That's my trash can, Grouch. There's something called property, and I own that, Grouch. Come on.
I've called the city numerous times. And now we're going to meet
I see the needles, Grouch. I see the needles.
We're going to meet our new neighbor in the neighborhood, Karen.
I just moved here, Grouch. I know you've been in that trash can, but I bought the property and the trash can came with it, Grouch.
What if it wasn't so aggressive? What if it was super passive aggressive? So just slowly moving your shit out around and having your barbecue next to him. Like, hey, sorry, we're having friends. And like building
We're just dumping your garbage in there every single day.
Hey, yeah, sorry, hey.
It's the only place I can put it. It's the only place I can put it.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I'll kill you, Karen.
Banana pills that are really rotten. Sorry, had a party last week.
The neighborhood is so crowded. It's 4th of July.
Hey, this is roller.
Legally, I can't do anything but put my garbage here. I'm so sorry. Legally,
I identify as a victim here. So what I'm gonna do is slowly back away and not engage. Sorry, John. On that note, in that mentality of okay, I was gonna say, yeah, let's play the last one and then we're gonna finish up.
Oh, I gotta go. Holy crap, it's late.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. I just said I'm gonna go. Yeah, and I said we're gonna play the message. Yeah. John, bro, fucking.
Actually, is a woman, his daughter. Yeah. Good old Sesame Street. Do they have Sesame Street where you lived in the library, John?
Can you tell me how to get to
Two-sided pod, motherfucker. Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Break yourself.
Yep.
John. To you, my friend, to you, my good sir, I bid you adieu. I will raise a glass. I will show you no mercy. I will see you next week. And until then, good luck. Good work. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. Later, buddy. Love you.